these gloves.
Well, a very good morning. Yes, just gone midnight. Welcome to live Shop on TV. So good to have your company. My name is Charlie, and we are live until 3 a.m. with something incredibly special. It's all about watches, but these aren't any watches. These are luxurious timepieces. In fact, actually, this is the first time we've had David joining us this year. First show, watch show of 2026. We've got Gamages, we've got Swan and Edgar, we've got so many brands we're going to be focusing on, and we've got brand new watches today. But what I might say, we've got deals, I would say, for all different budgets. All budgets. We've got something for ladies, something for gents, and we've also got some show specials. So what that means is special deals, amazing prices for this show only. So my advice is go to the website as soon as you can to shopontv.co.uk, and you can see the vast range we've got of these incredible, again, luxury timepieces. The prices are absolutely extraordinary. The prices I never actually thought I'd see. So we are going to have a really, really good time. If you're tempted by any of these, if you've got any questions, whenever, whilst we've got David here, email us in studio at shopontv.co.uk. Talk about David. Let's say hello, we've not to. David, good to see you.
It's good to see
back.
you too. It's lovely. It's first time this year. So
it is, I'm right in saying
nice to see everyone in before we get started and talk about some new things that we have to show for the very first time.
This is it. And I'm right in saying we've got a broad range of watches, luxury timepieces for so many different budgets now, haven't we?
Yes. We've got things going from £1,000 down to £129.99.
That's fantastic. So we're thinking birthdays here. We've got bits for beautiful timepieces for Father's Day, if you want to get ahead, of course, for Mother's Day too. Do you know what, should we dive straight in? Because we've got something that we are eager to get through. Now, we're going to give you a quick preview of some of our highlights on the show. Then we're going to be talking in detail a little bit more later with David. But should we start off with a brand new item
let's start
today?
with the Ashford, I think, because this watch came into my purview the first time at 10:30 this morning. It was that fresh.
Really?
It's fresher than the daffodils in Green Park right now.
Is it really? That's fantastic. That's absolutely gorgeous. And instantly you'll see the price on your screen reflects absolute quality. But where do we start with this then, David?
Well, I think we should start with Gamages as a brand. It's over 100 years old, was originally a department store in Holborn, and now is a designer of these lovely British-inspired watches. And this is an Ashford. It's all about the Gardens of Kent and 43mm case size, mineral glass, and it has a very special movement inside it. It's called a mechanical quartz movement,
right.
Highly accurate. You have a stopwatch function, and you've also got those lovely retro tele subdials there, plus a beautifully finished tachymeter scale around the peripheral of the watch.
That's fantastic. That's beautiful. Do you know, I'm always impressed with the straps as well as the watch face when it comes to gamages. These are hand waxed.
Hand waxed first layer leather. That is the finest quality leather, and it lasts great. And it gets that patina of age over time as well. And because it's finished in that IP rose gold, it really pops.
It really does.
And it's a beautiful piece of workmanship to own. And of course, all the Gamages watches come with a 5-year warranty.
So you've got peace of mind right there. And of course, you are getting a free gift. It all comes included. Whenever you buy a Gamages of London watch, you're actually going to get this pen. And if you go onto the Gamages of London website, this is actually going for £90.
And it is a watch of substantial weight.
Yes.
So if you're going to be signing some important documents or even doing a shopping list,
there's nothing quite like the feeling of pen to paper. And you know what? The weight of this pen is beautiful. It's beautifully balanced. More about that later on. But if you'd like to go for the brand new watch today, first time we've seen this on Shopontv, it is, of course, the Ashford. This is the mechanical quartz watch with leather strap. Brand new today. It comes in 2 colours, by the way. Would you like the black or would you like the red? We're going to look more in detail as we go through the show. But you're saving £200 or 3 payments of £51.65. So that's 598 648 for your item number. Do you know what? Choosing that watch can just give a sense of completion. It's so important, I think. It's
the great thing about jewellery is it's back in fashion nowadays.
Yes.
There was a new release of the figures over Christmas, and all the sales of jewellery are up from last year, and it's becoming much more the thing to do to actually have individual pieces of jewellery, and the watch, of course, is the premier thing, the premier accessory
it is.
In today's world.
It's nice to know that they're increasing in popularity again. I mean, it's the perfect time to get it. Now, I remember this one last time we saw it, David. This has always been so busy. We love this watch. This celebrates timeless British elegance right here.
It's a quintessentially classical design, a 43mm case size, and this, of course, is a fully automatic 210-part 20 dual movement with a sapphire glass, sapphire lens on the watch, IP finished first layer leathers, and it's got that open heart at 6 o'clock, beating magnificently there. The business quarters, the day, the month, all presenting themselves, the Cornwall Bridge. It's Swan and Edgar's special design, which if you go and look at all the social media, it is the watch that is featured highly by Swan and Edgar because it's the pinnacle of their design skills.
Is it? And so this is like a signature, if you like, there.
Do you know one of the signatures.
Like a signature, there are. Do you know what? It's limited edition, complexity, automatic watch. Now, you've got 2 colour options right here too. So you've got the rose and the red, which I think is so beautiful. It's a lovely, warming colour palette. So 981787. So again, any questions, keep them coming through. Email us studio@shopontv.co.uk. Now, when you buy any Swan and Edgar watch from us today, in the early hours of this Saturday morning, you're going to get this card holder, and this is great quality.
I love that card holder. It's the most useful accessory in my collection because, of course, you put your credit card in there, you can tap in and tap out, you can do contactless purchases, and you don't lose those 3 digits on the back of the card.
Oh, good to know.
That's really important.
Because I just don't carry change anymore. I don't need a chunky wallet. That's all I need.
You can put a cheeky fiver in there if you like.
I like it. I like cheeky fiver. So that just arrives automatically with your Swan and Edgar watch, whichever Swan and Edgar you're choosing to buy today. But these prices are fantastic. You're saving £100 if you go for this. Don't forget, we've got 2 colour options. We selected this just because this is one of my favourites. This is the rose and the red. So it's, or the rose and the white. You can see other options on the website. So it's 981787. So again, 3 payments of £51.65. Beautiful stuff. Now, we got something which is completely different now.
This is the perennial favourite. This is all about space, and there's so much about space going on right now.
Yes.
Going back to the moon, going to Mars, and everything is shown on this watch. When you look at this watch, it's a gorgeous piece of engineering. 51mm case size. If you've got a larger wrist, it's going to be excellent to wear because many people who've got these larger wrists struggle to find a watch that fits, but this does fit perfectly. And you can tell 24 cities around the world by virtue of that as well. Incredible
that's all around
design.
the side there. So if you know someone who goes travelling quite often, that's going to be ideal. It's like gazing up at the night sky. It's gorgeous. So there's something tranquil about looking at that background. It's like a starry sky. Beautiful. This is actually the lowest ever price. Now, ordinarily, you can expect to pay in the region of £230. At the moment, today, this morning, in the early hours, you're going to save that money. So save it while you can. It's £149.99, or 3 payments of £51.65. Now, this is what we call a show special. So the price goes up after this live show. So shortly after 3 a.m, in other words, the price will be going back up. So whilst it's in stock, whilst we got it here, and whilst it's on PayPal Pay in 3, do not miss out on that. Joe, there's something about the size that just feels right. It's one of my favourites.
Well, you know that larger, oversized watches were very, very popular a few years ago, and they've come back as well as a fashion statement. But this watch has got so many superior features to it because it's sapphire glass crystal on the front of it, super luminova on the back, which means you can tell the time at night well. Very, very superior. And inside the watch, you've got a Seiko Mecha Quartz movement, and the accuracy of that watch is phenomenal. It's 20 seconds a month in terms of the error rate as claimed by Seiko Industries.
Wow.
And that watch is, it also has that lovely engineered stainless steel strap on it.
And we do have various different colours of this too. We've got blue, grey or orange. I remember the orange being very popular previously. Yeah. I do love the blue. They're all absolute stunners. It feels so beautifully balanced. I love the weight of this one actually too.
It weighs nearly 8 ounces, but it is lovely balanced. But when you get this watch home, you'll be really impressed by design. And at the back, obviously, you will also see the presentation of this watch is fantastic. We'll show that later.
We'll show it later. Should we leave that as a teaser? Well, here's a quick one. Here's a quick one for you. But there we go. We're going to discuss all of this later on. So you can stay where you are. You're bound to be watching us on YouTube, bound to be watching us on our own dedicated Freeview channel. We'll be joining our friends on ITV1 and STV in about half an hour. But you can switch over to there, or you can stay exactly where you are. But we are going to be busy tonight. Again, this is the first time we've featured these brands live here this year so far. And the first time we've had David back since, before Christmas, wasn't it?
Before Christmas, we've gone through so many soggy days, but today I actually saw a rainbow as I was coming up.
No, get out.
Well, I was very impressed.
Really? Are you sure you're imagining that?
And talking of rainbows, let's look at the Tourbillon.
Right, now the Tourbillon, this is something I dream about. This is a celebration of horological art, and you're going to see exactly what I mean right now. How beautiful is this? And I mean, where do we start? I mean, firstly, what do we mean by tourbillon? What is a tourbillon watch?
We will go in a deep dive on this watch, but the tourbillon is a pinnacle of anyone's watch collection. It took 30 watchmakers and over 400 processes to build a single watch.
This took
30 individual watchmakers
per timepiece.
Per timepiece.
Wow!
There's so much work and effort going to this. Invented by Louis Abraham Breguet many years ago in 1805. And now it's something that most watch collectors can only dream of. And anyone who buys a tourbillon tonight is going to know their stuff. They're going to know everything about it. But in terms of elegant tourbillons, in terms of tourbillons that actually do tick the boxes, then the Swan and Edgar Tourbillon really is unsurpassed.
Well, I mean, you're buying history here, aren't you? Pinnacle designs, innovation when it comes to watchmaking. And Breguet, you said, he was like the godfather of watchmakers.
He's considered to be the greatest watchmaker of all time. Of course, that's a disputed fact.
Right.
But, of course, Breguet only made 30 tourbillons in his lifetime. And he made one for George III. It's got a wonderful history. Marie Antoinette didn't have a tourbillon, but of course she lost her head before she got delivery.
Right, okay.
Anyway, a bit of a problem there.
Yes, a bit awkward.
But the tourbillons that are made by Swan and Edgar, Breguet could only dream of, because this is in fact a floating tourbillon. It's really state of the art. When I talk about the number of processes, and it's hewn out of 316 stainless steel with a first layer strap, sapphire glass, again a 42mm case size, a lovely elegant size, very much unisex as well. And it comes in a gorgeous presentation box, which is between us. If on the long shot you'll see, you're going to tease what it looks like.
We're going to tease this. We've actually got 5 different colour options. Blue is normally the most popular from our previous shows, but we normally have more stock than what we have today. We got as much as we possibly could. Sometimes some of them are single figures. So guys, if you're tempted, I would get them in your basket and check out. Do not miss out on these. Quite often we get sellouts time and time again when David's here of the tourbillon. This is a symbol of the most beautiful beautiful watchmaking innovation. And apart from that, people love tourbillons generally for their visual appearance. I mean, that is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. So, David, I mean, do you have a favourite colour?
Well, I wax and wane on this. I did like this magma red. I also like the fact that the blue is particularly gorgeous. We've introduced 2 new colours, a tiger's eye and a burnt sienna, which I think are very, very classy as well. So we have got 5 colours, and it's interesting to see every show there's a colour that becomes popular. But when you're buying a tourbillon, you're buying history, you're buying something that you can treasure for years, something to pass on.
Yes.
It's a considered purchase. And the price tonight, Charlie, I was looking at the price, I can't believe.
I know.
It's $899.99.
It's one of those prices that I never thought I'd see. It is remarkably good. And actually, if you were to look on Swan and Edgar's own website, you will see this for £2,000. We're going to show you that later. But our usual price, therefore, is actually fantastic. I mean, it's very competitive. It's £1,999. But for this show, for this live show, you're going to save just under £1,100. And you can see the back there. I mean, when we talk about craftsmanship, that is a sight to behold.
This is inspired, I think, by Salvador Dali.
Right.
In terms of, the dripping features of the whole thing, the fluidity of the whole thing.
I remember those
the way
famous
everything
paintings.
is curved. And you can see inside that watch, the mainspring, which has got a 42-hour power reserve, you can see the polished finish. You can see some of the synthetic rubies that are gracing the watch. You have that sapphire glass as well protecting the watch, and that brushed stainless steel. It's really, really a phenomenal piece. And all the tourbillons I've seen, it is the most elegant and most accessible as well. At $899.99, it's truly accessible.
This is for that fancy holiday, for that cocktail party, isn't it? It's for those special occasions. But like David said, you're bound to be passing this down. I mean, to say you own a tourbillon watch is a wonderful, wonderful thing to say. Wow. Don't forget, we've got various different colour options too. I love the blue. The green's very popular. The red is like the most gorgeous, magical sunset. So you can see them all on the website, shopontv.co.uk. In fact, you can see the website right here. There, all the tourbillons. When you add one to your basket, it's a drop-down menu, and you can just choose whichever colour you like. So we've got price points for different budgets. If you're thinking of a gift for yourself, why not? If you collect watches, if you're an enthusiast, we've got something for you. If you want something for everyday use, if you want something for Mother's Day, Father's Day, then now is the time, whilst we've got them in stock and whilst we've got these incredible prices. I'm just so proud to see. I really am. It's an honour to be offering these prices to you. But when you've got Gamage of London, when you've got Samuel Joseph, Swan and Edgar, the most incredible brands, you know you're in for a very, very big show. It's one of my favourite shows to do this. And do you know what? I learned so much from David, I really do. And how long have you been a watch enthusiast? You're a resident horologist, of course.
Indeed, and I was in Geneva in the 80s. I mean, that's before even your father was born, probably.
Right.
But I've always been a tremendous watch enthusiast. The first watch I received, I was 11, I think. And it was one of these chronometers where you could start and stop, and you could have a tachymeter available as well. Right. And you love gadgets. I mean, everybody loves a gadget.
Yeah, so the workings of that fascinated you, and that fascination stays, definitely.
Yes, it does. And of course, I've been working on Shopontv since the very first day of broadcast.
That's right.
And it's really great to actually preserve the tradition, because, as you know, we really get great prices here because there's no middleman to the whole thing. It's directly through. And you won't see these prices on the web. You won't see the prices on the Swan and Edgar website or the Gamage's website.
Honestly, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because people will be wondering, how on earth do we get these prices so low? And that's it. There's no middleman. And we get through the stock quickly. We've got buying power, and you know how it works. We're going to be live here shortly on ITV1. We reach a lot of homes, and we know they're going to be popular tonight. This one, the Ashford, so this is the brand new one for us today.
Yes, and the Ashford, as I said, original design that I saw today. It arrived in my home at 10:30, And when we look at the watch, we can see that it's a 43mm case size with a scratch-resistant mineral glass. And a little thing about the finish of this watch, that you can see how beautiful it presents itself, because it's got an iron placing or vapor disposition process, which is a way of protecting the metal from scratches and burnishes. And it is 5 to 8 times as resilient as the old gold plate of years gone by. Inside the watch, we have a very, very special movement. It is a Seiko Industries movement, and the accuracy of that watch is very, very high as well. You have a stopwatch function. If you actually press the top button, you can actually get the stopwatch working.
On here?
That's right, just there. And you give it a good, there you are. And you can see there that it's sweeping. It's not doing the classic tick, tick, tick of a quartz watch.
Yeah.
It's actually moving at 4 beats a second. And that is the joy of the mechanical quartz movement. It's a superior movement to your average quartz watch.
So that's a good test to make sure you've got the real deal.
You've got the real deal here. And in addition, you have the ability to time up to 24 hours of an event. And around the periphery of the watch, you've got a tachymeter that allows you to do speed and distance, which is, I'm sure many people who collect watches know all about that as well.
Well, yeah, we got lots and lots to go through. We're going to go into deep dives with these watches. Don't forget, when you buy a Gamages of London watch with us today, you are going to get that pen included for no extra charge. So it arrives free with your order. And it's worth £90. You'll see it online on Gamages of London's own website, around £90. But honestly, it just cradles and fits so beautifully in my hand. There's something nice about owning that, a nice pen for those signatures, or just to have on your desk. There's just something about that. We're so used to typing on tablets and smartphones. There's nothing quite like the feeling of that pen to paper, I don't think, David.
And it still is something we use in day-to-day life, isn't it? You need a pen in your pocket.
I think so,
and
yeah.
You have to make a little note now and again, and this is a very classy and lovely pen.
Yeah, it's a very classy, lovely pen. So whenever you order any Gamages, that arrives automatically with your order. I mean, that could be a lovely gift for someone anyway. So back to this, though. If you would like the Ashford, available in 2 different colours. So would you like the black, or this one, of course, being the red? We're going to look... In fact, George, shall we have a look at the black? Be rude not to,
Let's have a look at the black. The black has got a really sporty look about it, I think. It's got some elements that go back to the wonderful cars of the 60s, the Jaguars and the Rolls-Royces that had those Smiths Industries design dials, you know, the rev counter, the mileometer, all in that black and white finish.
It's so classy,
and this kind of reprises that idea, I think, very well, with the red contrast. And inside that watch, there is a polished reholt. Now, a reholt is round the edge of the watch. It's around the circumference of the watch, and that allows the light to bounce out. And you have that small second hand that's telling the time to incredibly beautiful accuracy of, as I said, less than 20 seconds a month in terms of the error rate of that. And it's a lovely size as well, 43mm in size.
It feels just right.
It's really perfect for your wrist, Charlie. It fits you really, really nicely.
Isn't that funny? It does. Something just hits the mark, doesn't it? It just gives that sense of completion. And I honestly think if you've got that lovely watch, because I've got a watch I'm always fond of, I feel lost without it. I really do. You get so used to wearing it, and it's just a beautiful extension of one's personality. And that's why people love watches. So, do you know what? For the price today, ordinarily, going forward, we are expecting this to be £349.99. If you are able to get it now during this show, you're going to save £200. £200 off, or 3 payments of £51.65. You're going to be among one of our first customers to get this. Now, when we join our friends on ITV1 and STV, we expect, because it is brand new to us, we expect this to absolutely fly out. Do you know what? It's not overly chunky. I mean, I like something a little bit in between. It's not overly slim. There's a happy medium for this.
It's 13.5mm in terms of the depth of the watch, and it fits very snugly on the wrist. But you've also got this first layer leather strap with this mock croc detail, which I think is really a lovely. It does fit it so beautifully.
Mock croc, I like that.
Yes. Well, because, of course, you know, it's an endangered species. So
yes, you're not going to use it, of course.
So you're using first layer leather, and then you're impressing upon it a kind of a design that is reminiscent of
But the depth there, because I wouldn't want anything too chunky, something a little bit too slim. I want to feel like I'm wearing that watch. I want to notice it on my wrist. I think that's my new favourite, I think, now.
You like that one?
I do like the Swan and Edgar, but that is beautiful. But we've only just started. OK, so once again, saving £200. So would you like the black? In fact, let me just bring the other one in. Would you like the black one or this one I've just brought in now, the red? What do you wear? What costume do you wear? You know, what shirt do you like to wear? Where are you going to be wearing this? So 598648 is your item number. If you go to the website, again, this is shopontv.co.uk. Rest assured, we have returning customers every single day. We have brand new customers every single day. So add it to your basket, and you can set up an account with us if you prefer, or you can just go to buy now straight away. But yeah, black or the red. Gorgeous. And do you know what? It's that thing. It can bring around an air of confidence, can't it? That special watch. If it's to that first day of work, if it's for going for nights out, it's going to be beautiful. But these are watches. I think for that price point, I'd be happy wearing that. Maybe on a daily basis, this could be going to work watch. No, why not? OK, let's have a look now. Oh, yeah, the Endeavour. This is the Mecha Quartz watch with a leather strap. So, David, they've all got their own unique identities, the watch we got on today's show.
They do, and the designs, as you know, and we've discussed this before, with all the Gamages watches, they are made in limited numbers.
Yes.
And when they're gone, they're gone. So,
that's right.
So we do go through in a year, maybe 40 or 50 different designs, but once the design run is finished, that's it.
And that's it.
As far as Gamages are concerned. And this is an example of this. We showed this just before Christmas.
Right.
It was very, very popular. We've got just a few of these left. So we thought we would show the Endeavour for the second time. It's all about Captain Cook, but I won't go into that now. But it's, again, 43mm in terms of case size. I love the acid yellow 12 to this watch. And you also have got a rotating bezel with a 60-click bezel to the watch, mineral glass on the front, and that enables you to be able to set the stopwatch correctly, so that if you actually move the bezel, you can when you do your timing.
Oh, I see. Right. So you just move that.
Whether you might be timing an egg or timing your stay on the parking meter,
yes,
it's a useful little feature to have.
That's brilliant. That's do you know what, I can imagine this for, well, various different ages really, but maybe if your son's 21st or something, or maybe an 18th, his son's birthday, a wedding present.
I'm just struck by that beautiful brown finish, that kind of cocoa brown that really does look very, very nice, and the acid yellow quarter around the side of the watch. Gamages have put so much into this design, and I just think because they're unusual and because you'll be very unlikely to meet anyone else who's got a watch like this.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about just a few hundred that are made.
Really?
Yes. And I say, this is a Gamages design, so you're not going to see this in any other way.
You're not, and that in itself, knowing you got something quite rare, really, based on that. And do you know what? These are talking points. All of them, really, we could say on today's show. Absolute talking points. So the brown or the grey. So obviously we've got the brown right there. This, or do you want the grey? Do you know what? It's a lovely deep grey.
It's a very deep grey, and I was just thinking that to myself, because we do a lot of design choices around here. There's over 200 different shades of black. Now that sounds
really?
like... Now you think that's impossible, but
yeah,
it isn't. The darkest is called Vanta black. But when you get onto the greys, of course, you've got, again, that infinite palette almost of different shades you can apply. But inside the watch, you can just about see there's a lot of detail going on. It's called gouache detail in the trade. And it just makes the watch really stand out.
I like gouache.
Gouache detail.
Oh, I thought it was,
Originally, it was done by a very, very tiny little machine, but now, of course, we've got computer-controlled machinery that does it instead. But these are hand-assembled, though, interestingly.
Wait, for £149.99?
I know.
You're getting a hand-assembled watch.
That's why the price is actually £349.99
I was going to say,
on every day.
But even that usual price, based on that, is, I mean, I would bat an eyelid at that. People do buy them at that price. But if you happen to be watching us live here on Shopontv, you're going to get incredible deals. This is just one of them, saving £200. I'm warming to the grey now. I do love that grey. That is a beautiful... It's a warm grey, isn't it? Not a cold grey. It's a lovely warming grey.
It's almost anthracite.
Yes.
You like that idea?
And it is, isn't it? It's gorgeous. OK, so 3 payments of £51.65. This is the Gamages of London limited edition Endeavour Mecha Quartz watch with, of course, that leather strap. So it's for 37971. If you forget any item numbers, all you got to do is head to the website shopontv.co.uk. If you click live, scroll down, you'll see all of the watches we have got, including the Tourbillon, which is like the creme de la creme. That's the ultimate piece. And you can see that tourbillon there is just one of 5 colours. We normally have more stock than we do today, so we expect these to be selling out. We wish we had more stock. Rest assured, the price here, the saving, is simply extraordinary here. Absolutely extraordinary. Normally 1,999 pounds. So you're saving just under £1,100 if you're getting this today. This is a special price tonight for this show. The price goes up to, well, best part of £2,000 after this live show, so shortly after 3 a.m. To get a tourbillon for just under £900 is quite incredible. I mean, people can spend thousands and thousands and thousands on a tourbillon watch.
So many people really never get to own a tourbillon because tourbillons are expensive and they dream of them. But tonight, that dream can be true for a select number of people who actually get the Swan and Edgar Tourbillon. And if you look at the reviews on the website, they are always positive about the Swan and Edgar Tourbillon. People love the design, they love the feel of the watch, they love the fact it's unusual in terms of the numbers that are made as well.
Right.
And they love the story behind the watch.
Yeah, well, this is it. And this, it gives even more meaning to it. And if you are presenting this as a gift to someone, you can share that story. Don't forget, you can watch the show back on YouTube. As soon as we come off air, it's uploaded. So, guys, you can always watch them back and recap your knowledge, because we learn a lot from David each and every live show. So this is the Endeavour, of course, we've got here. So we've got 2 different colour options. I mean, do you have a preference here? I mean, if someone wanted to make their own decision, what would you recommend?
Well, we start off with the fact that if you have a particular football team that happens to be black and red, you might go for that black and red option, although I know it's actually kind of like a dark grey. I could, the black subdials as well. So I'm thinking maybe of an Italian team there. But also, it depends on your heritage as well, because you might like the acid yellow. I mean, everyone has their own preferences, and I think that's what's great. And it's what actually makes people different. That not everyone likes the same thing. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness, and that's what makes it so beautiful, doesn't it? It is, and you know, we got various different colours. We've got something for ladies, something for gents, something for various different ages, and of course, something for different budgets. I think we've got every budget catered for on this live show, and you can have luxurious timepieces based on that. So for 37971 is your item number. So any questions, again, keep them coming through. You can call us. It's 03333 241 241. So that's the Endeavour. We're going to be joining ITV1 in about 10 minutes' time. They're watching Jonathan Ross at the moment. When they join us, this is going to be a busy show. First time we've had David back this year. So I'm talking about the website. Here it is, of course. So you can see there's that tourbillon, got beautiful colours there. Quite a lot of these, well, most of these timepieces do come in a variety of colours. So if you click on one of them, select the drop-down menu. The one we've just been doing, for example, there it is. That's the Endeavour. You can have it in the brown or you can have it in the grey. And obviously we've got pictures for each of the colours there. That is stunning. Absolutely stunning. The grey. I keep choosing my favourites. I'm going to stop trying to choose because they're all beautiful. But again, we've got different tastes, different styles for various different individuals watching too. So what have we got here then, David?
Well, I was really asking that Gamages provide us with a steel-strapped watch because, in fact, in all the times I've been working with Gamages, it's very rare for them actually to produce. They're much more expensive to make, and because, of course, they're pure stainless steel, although there's an IP finish to that. So that's a gold IP, rose gold IP finish, but it's an engineered strap. And if you like, and some people do, love the idea of having a stainless steel strap, then this is actually delivering that and ticking that box. Unusual in terms of the subdials there, to offset to one side, a 43mm case size with scratch-resistant mineral glass, either in this obviously you're looking here as a rose gold variation. Again, it has that Seiko Industries movement inside the watch, a VK67, if you want to look it up. Very, very, a workhorse of movements. And it's something, in fact, that you'll find in watches costing many times its price as well.
Really?
Because Seiko Industries really cornered the market in the accuracy and the quality of these watches, which is why with Gamages you get the
And they're synonymous with quality, of course, Seiko, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, it is magnificent, and the weight of this is beautiful. You know, for £159.99, is this the one for you? Is this going to be for your son? His birthday coming up is going to be for your husband watching. It's going to be for your in-laws, your father-in-law, or ladies, of course, like chunkier watches. There's chunky watches, and then there's chunky, isn't there? This for me is I get that a lot. But you can see that for me, once again, is a happy meal. Just to show you the actual side of the profile, it really is beautiful. So 893703. We've got various different colour options. Shall I show you the other colour?
Oh, go on, show the other colour.
Should we do that? Here we go. Right.
It's not complete without seeing the stainless steel option here.
Oh, I love this bit.
Which is IP protected as well, to give it that shine and give it the resilience as well. But this is a classic design, a classic steel watch.
This would be for me. I've always had silver and blue watches. I was given one for my 21st. There's something similar to this, actually. And it's funny, quite often the watch you're given is the one it's that style that people do often remain loyal to. But why not? You might be getting more than one. You might be getting one for daily wear, something for work, something for those special occasions.
But again, this particular watch, the blue, is such a deep, beautiful blue. And inside you can see so much work going on in the face as well. 3 subdials, each subdial treated in a slightly different way. At the small second hand at 6 o'clock, you've got a 24-hour stopwatch. Do you want to give it a little start so we can see the stopwatch working as well?
Oh, yeah. And that's on the top, is it?
Yes, on the top.
There we go.
You've got that piston pusher there.
And that's at 4 beats per second?
4 beats per second, and then when you can time up to 24 hours of activity here, and you've got the tachymeter function around the side. Just to explain tachymeter function, you time over a measured distance, like a kilometre, and it will give you your speed in miles per hour or kilometres per hour, depending on which system you prefer. Now, if you press the top button again, Charlie, you will see that the watch then stops, and if you press it again, it will start again. So you can, that allows you to do...
That's so responsive, isn't it? Beautiful.
And then if you press the bottom button...
Yes.
It will fly back.
Oh.
Instantly.
Oh, I like that.
Look at that.
Oh, do you know what? I mean, I just could be occupied for the rest of the show.
You could be occupied doing that. And that is the mark of a quality watch, because if you do that on a cheap watch, it will break.
It will break, really. And you know, that, and I can feel, as I press it in, the quality...
Yes.
I mean, this is what we're paying for. It's that craftsmanship. It's that engineering. Based on that, you honestly see how the usual price is justified. £399.99. That's the usual price. But our price now, £159.99. Wow, wow, wow. Do you know what? We knew we would be having a busy show. We're already busy for the Tourbillon watch. David, we're not even on ITV1 yet. On
just
STV.
on YouTube.
Just on YouTube, or a dedicated Freeview channel, of course. So, guys, clearly people have been waiting and are in the market for a Tourbillon watch. I mean, you can spend thousands on a Tourbillon. The price we got for you today, on all these deals, really, are quite extraordinary. So if you were waiting for that watch, and you mentioned at the start of the show, David, people are investing more in accessories again now.
They are. I mean, the latest figures that came out just this morning was a full survey of the activity over Christmas. And I think that the whole jewellery segment was up 4.5%.
Really? Wow.
And that shows you how jewellery... Because it's a way of distinguishing yourself.
Yes, it is.
You know, in a world where everything is grey and everything's the same.
Everything is digital. And, you know, I understand that. But it often goes back round full circle. People want to feel a bit more individual, don't they? And that's exactly what you've got with these watches. watches. Do you know, every time I look at it, I want each and every one of them. You know, which is the one that you're thinking, that one's for me? This is the watch for me. If this is for you, well, you're saving good money here. You're saving, what, £240 on this. This is the rose black, or the rose gold colour.
I love
with the
rose
black.
gold. It's got that warmth to it, hasn't it? Yes.
It is. There's that. You've got that magic to it, hasn't it? That rose gold. Anything with rose gold written on it tends to get people's attention. And do you know what? And when I say rose gold, it's not like a
because
pink
it's rose gold
blush.
tone, as we call it.
Tone,
because we have to be very careful. It's
not
not
gold.
actually gold.
No, it's the colour. Yes,
it's
of course.
the colour, but it is something now that is very collectible because it's reminiscent of the days in the 30s when Fabergé used to make these beautiful gold pieces. And rose gold always has more warmth to it than yellow gold.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You know, and I think it's more forgiving with various different outfits, various different shirts, suits, or whatever you choose to wear with this. That for £159.99 is ridiculous, and I'd never thought I'd see a price like that. Brand new watch to us today. This is the first time we've seen this, so we're so proud. And I think this could be the first one to sell out. So it's 893703. Now I'm going to be talking to you about the website a lot because we got so many different styles here, and we got something for various different budgets. So if you look on your wrist, maybe you got one of those old digital ones, those plastic watches, you think, do you know what? I want the feeling of a luxurious timepiece on my wrist. And do you know what? When you have an accessory like a very, very smart watch, you can absolutely lighten up a room. It just can give the most incredible air of confidence. And you're bound to get that with any of these watches. The Tourbillon already is busy already. Well done if you've got the Tourbillon. You're saving, well, just under £1,100. Interestingly, the orange is currently the most popular. Normally it's the blue, isn't it?
Did we show the orange?
We didn't even show the orange, no?
No.
Well, I think we've got watch enthusiasts watching clearly.
Yes,
They've
yes.
seen we've got a
This
Tourbillon
is the orange
watch.
Tourbillon, which of course
Yes.
is, I like to call it the burnt sienna.
Oh, that's much more. That's
it's
much more
far
romantic.
Oh,
David.
yes, I have this idea of sunsets in Sienna.
We should change
We should
that for next
do a
time.
show from Sienna, shouldn't we? That would be a good idea.
We're going to think of romantic names for all the other colours during the show. The orange, burnt sienna is much
Mail
beautiful.
them in. That'd be very interesting to get some lovely ideas.
Email us in.
Yeah.
Maybe deep ocean blue, perhaps, or galactic. No, I can do better than that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
We can do better than
Powder
that.
blue. Yeah.
Powder blue. Do you know what? The red reminds me of the most gorgeous, picturesque sunsets. They are stunning. Celestial blue, they're thinking in my ear. Right, now this, when it comes to watches, I don't think you can get much better than this. This is absolutely stunning. This is a symbol of horological artwork, and we mean that when it comes to the craftsmanship and the mesmerising visual appearance. So we've got so much more to talk to you about. You can even have this on PayPal too, so 3 payments of £302.31. If you're in the market for a Tourbillon, now is the time. We've got a special price for this show ready. David and I will be right back literally in a few seconds. We've got lots more questions for David and lots more history when it comes to watches. Well, very well. Welcome to Shop on TV. My name is Charlie, and yes, we are live here on your screens on ITV1. You might be watching us up in Scotland on STV, and we're actually live here until 3 a.m. and we are showcasing one of my favourite shows to do. These are not just watches. We are talking about luxurious timepieces, and we are catering for so many different budgets, so many different tastes, so many different styles, and apart from anything else, it's absolutely fascinating when we talk to our resident horologist, David, who we'll be saying hello to very, very shortly. But I must direct you to the website. Whenever you see these watches, if you do go to the website, you'll see all of these amazing deals and various different colours. But, George, shall we go and say hello to our David? It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? David, well, welcome to Shop on TV. Thanks for joining us again.
It's lovely to be here. First time this year.
First show of 2026. It's a pleasure.
And I can't believe how busy we've been on our own channel and on YouTube as well.
That's right. Do you know what? We have been live on our dedicated Freeview channel since midnight, but we've just joined you guys on ITV1 and STV. And Joe, you've been a watch enthusiast, a horologist for a long time now.
Going back to the 1980s, I was saying very much when you were just a gleam in your father's eye, I'm absolutely sure.
He's watching, he'll look at you.
Yes.
He's a big fan of watching your shows.
Hope he's bought a watch as well.
Honestly, he loves it.
We are so pleased, actually, to have some brand new designs today.
Yes.
Watches for everybody from £99 all the way up to £1,000 or 1,000. Less than £1,000, I think. It should be £1,000.
Yeah,
£899.
£899. We've got incredible savings all over the place. Gamages, Swan and Edgar, Sam and Joseph. We've got lots and lots and lots. Do you know what? If you have a look on the website, this is how you can shop ahead. So if you're looking for that timepiece, that bit of luxury to have on your wrist, which one takes your fancy? Now, you can email us in if you've got any questions, because we are live here in the heart of Manchester, broadcasting to your homes, and we have got so much to go through. We're going to have a look at these in detail. But just firstly, we're going to be having a quick preview, because we're going to quickly whiz through some highlights of watches that you love and items that we think you're going to love. People are buying already, actually. Right, OK, shall we start off with something brand new to us today?
Brand new today. It came into my home at 10:30 this morning.
Oh, brand new.
Straight all of here, absolutely brand new. And the Gamages watches, the designs of the Gamages watches are limited in numbers, and when they're done, they're done. So this is the first time we've ever seen this watch on ITV, STV, or any other medium. And this, of course, is the Ashford. It is a 43mm case size with mineral glass, scratch-resistant mineral glass, a beautiful design, that red contrasting with the IP finish of the rose gold, with a first-layer leather strap, and inside a highly accurate Seiko Industries movement with accuracy of better than a second a day in terms of its error rate, according to Seiko. So this is phenomenal. This is something I haven't seen until today, and I love it.
You can see there, the colours. It's like a perfect marriage. They beautifully complement each other. And, you know, there is so much to talk about. We're going to be doing deep dives and really going into the history, the heritage of these watches. But if you're looking to check out your baskets, maybe you're thinking, I've got to go to bed, but you don't want to miss on these deals. Well, you're saving good money here. You're saving £200. This feels to me like a launch show price. Again, first time we've seen this, the Ashford. We've got different colour options, by the way. If you want to have it on PayPal, if you want to spread that to cost interest-free, it's 3 payments of £51.65. Shall I have a look at the different colours? Because they are beautiful here. You'll see them on the website, OK, so you can shop ahead right there. OK, right, we'll show you some more colours later on, but do you know what? Let's have a look at the other watch we got on here, too. Dave, this is beautiful.
This is elegance personified. It is the watch that I think is the one that you wear when you go to that special event. Maybe it's a wedding, maybe it's going to be a board meeting, maybe it's going to be on holiday. But the complexity is a flagship watch from the Swan Edgar range, and it's really superior in terms of the way it's put together. Day-night indicator at 12 o'clock, Roman numerals, business quarters, and a beating heart round that Cornwall dial, 210 parts, 20 jewels, sapphire glass, absolutely gorgeous. And if you look on all the media, all the websites, all of these impressive young men walking around wearing these watches, this watch is something that I have begged Swan Edgar to let us have on this show.
And we finally got it.
They finally did it. So we've got the complexity on display tonight.
It's such a classic colour palette there. I mean, for me, with that watch face, it's perfect with a strap like that. It really is, to show you the strap.
And at the back as well of the watch, because this has an exhibition back. And this is an automatic watch. It's really a quintessentially beautiful piece of engineering from Swan and Edgar.
And this is what a celebration of horological timepieces like this looks like. Guys, you don't have to spend £249.99. It's £100 off if you can get it this show. So 3 payments, again, of £51.65. If you are looking for, well, a gift for yourself, if you are looking for a present for your father, for your brother, for your son, maybe for their 21st. Now, when we talk about price, by the way, we're always very proud of our usual prices. If you actually were to look on the Swan and Edgar's own website, have a look at this. This is actually going for £190. Now, there's something going on their website because, look, I've got to say, they've got good prices right there. I won't lie. That is a good price. But when you see their deal, and then when you look at the price we've got for you live here on Shopontv, well, you're going to save good money. You're saving £40 if you can get it through us now, £149.99. Now, Joe, before we move on, whilst talking about this, while we're talking about the beautiful brand, the timeless elegance of Swan and Edgar, you're going to get a free gift with any Swan and Edgar watch. David, this is a beautiful piece here. What a gift.
And in fact, it's £45 on the Swan and Edgar website. It is the most useful gift with purchase in my entire career of working on Shopontv because you're going to use this every day. First layer leather, a little swan, little bulldog, and the swan embossed on the cover as well, and you can put a number of credit cards in there. You can put a cheeky £5 note as well. It is a tremendously useful gift with purchase.
I mean, I would absolutely use that every single day. And you haven't got to find it or hunt for it on the website. This will automatically arrive with your order when you buy anything from Swan and Edgar. So 981787 is your item number. There are various different colours available for lots of these different watches. So just go to the website whenever you can and have a look. That one was the rose and the red we looked at there too. Now, something we've seen previously, and the reason we brought this one back is because it's always very popular indeed. This is a show special price. Now, after 3 a.m, we're live until 3 a.m, shortly after this live show, the price will be going back up, OK? At the moment, yeah, it should be £230. At the moment, you can get it for £149.99. And again, you can pay for it on PayPal Pay in 3. Every time I look at that watch face, it's like gazing up at the midnight sky. It's gorgeous.
You know, when I went into my local pub the other day, and the publican Chris actually had this watch.
Oh, really?
And I said, "My God, you've got Swan and Edgar." He said, "Yeah." He said, "It's the best watch I've ever bought," and that's an unsolicited testimonial from Chris.
Yeah. That's unprompted. That was one of those moments.
From Chris. Thank you, Chris, for saying that. Anyway, this is sapphire glass. It's 51mm in terms of the case size. It is a stainless steel. It has the sun, the moon, and Mars on the face. It has a starry night. It has diamond-etched indices. It has a stainless steel strap. It has a strap that fits larger wrist sizes, 230mm in terms of the possible size. So if you've got a large wrist, guys, get this watch. It's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, for guys and girls, this is going to be absolutely perfect too, isn't it? You know, and you know what? The watch there. Can I show the side of the watch here, just so you can see how chunky it is? Because it's not chunky.
No, it's 13.5mm in terms of the depth.
It's a perfect happy medium, I think that.
On the side of the watch, of course, we're going to show that later, there's a deeply etched indices showing, in fact, the moon landing on the back of that watch in a deeply etched stainless steel. Isn't that gorgeous?
I'm really impressed. I mean, and there's a story behind this, of course, isn't there?
There is. I mean, Swan and Edgar, actually, if you go on their website, they'll show you, in fact, they'll show you the whole thing about, you know, going into space and everything else, and the fact they've got space ambassadors and all of those things.
Yes.
But this is a world timer. Look, venture into the unknown. Isn't that gorgeous? And these watches, they often sell out.
Well,
and £230 if you go and buy them on Swan.
I was going to say, they match our usual price. And so we're very competitive normally.
Yeah, and you're not going to get your £45 credit card holder either.
Yeah, this is it. This is absolutely right. So, honestly, so if you buy theirs now, they match our usual price. So our usual price, fair play to them. But during the show, it's ridiculous value. You can actually get one for you now, £149.99. And if you buy it through us, not only do you get that saving, you're also going to get this credit card holder thrown in at no extra cost. And that's worth £45. So there we go. If you like to go for limited edition, the World Timer Mecha Quartz watch with that stainless steel bracelet, lowest ever price. So 297032. Now, we did mention, or I did say at the start of the show, we have got price points for various different budgets. Are you looking, or have you ever dreamt of getting your very own tourbillon watch. If you have, today could be the day. This morning, this live show could be the day, because the price we have got is nothing short of extraordinary. Now, if you were to look at a tourbillon watch, the one we got today is Swan and Edgar. Have a look at the price you would normally pay. So if you were to buy the watch we're showcasing on today's show, here it is in all of its beauty, you would be looking at £2,000. So £2,000, and you can do this right now. I always recommend people do their own research, but if you went to the Swan and Edgar's own website, oh, actually it says sold out. Oops, that's on the yellow one. Yeah. But look, people buy this. That is proof that people are happy to spend £2,000 on that watch. But have you looked to the side of your screen? That's not a mistake. One has already gone. You're saving just under £1,100. Right, David, where do we start with this?
We start with an amazing story of engineering and design from Abraham Louis Breguet in the 19th century, the beginning of the 19th century, during the time when there was much turbulence in Europe.
Right.
Turbulence, you got that?
Oh, so we did that.
Yeah. He designed the tourbillon watch, but he could only dream of a watch like this because this is a flying tourbillon. It's negating the forces of gravity by turning through 360 degrees every minute. And inside that watch, there are over 320 parts, and there are 80 parts in the tourbillon element, the actual cage of the watch you're looking at right now. 42mm case size, over 450 processes, 322 individual parts and 19 jewels, protected by sapphire glass, hewn out of 316 stainless steel with a first layer strap. Everyone who buys a tourbillon tonight will have done their research. They know all about the tourbillons, but I would really bet that you cannot find a tourbillon of such elegance and beauty as this watch. And I've just heard...
have you heard what I've just heard?
Heard what you heard. That it's getting really popular, and I'm not
more
because
people.
We normally sell out of this watch.
Right, people have just checked out their baskets. Do you know what? We've done a few shows, David and I. This is starting out to be the busiest show we've had with a tourbillon watch. We haven't even shown people the back yet. Are you ready for this? We should have a drum roll for this, I think, but are you ready? When we talk about craftsmanship, that is what we're talking about. This is a show special. It's only this price until 3 a.m. The price goes up shortly afterwards. If you are looking to get your tourbillon watch, then this is it. Joe, by owning a tourbillon watch, generally speaking, it's a nod towards really impressive, I don't know, history in watchmaking.
It's history, and it's really as well a tribute to a chap that's never mentioned when we mention tourbillons, a chap called Alfred Hellwig, who's actually a German, who invented the flying tourbillon based on Breguet's original invention. And this is a flying tourbillon. And inside that, you can just see the movement at the bottom of there, moving through 360 degrees every minute. And that is the phenomenal thing. But a flying tourbillon only has one pivot of support, which is really phenomenal, really difficult to do. And then the watchmakers have actually put curved parts into every part of the watch. So when you look at the back of that watch, there's nothing straight there.
No,
everything is curved and beautiful. 42mm case size and 42-hour power reserve on that watch. But as I said before, this is collectors. These are collectors buying these watches. They're seeing that this price is a phenomenal price, and they know that tomorrow that price will be again £2,000.
Yeah, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it, because you'll be paying the full price, which, as we've seen on Swan and Edgar's own website, people have bought it, and they do buy it, for £2,000. They've sold out of some colours. Genuinely, folks, today you can get a ridiculous deal. Save just under £1,100. Now, we've got 5 different colours in total. I must stress, though, we do not have big stock levels. We do not have many. We've literally got a handful of each, put it that way. Orange, that is going to be the first one to sell out. In fact, you can see on Swan and Edgar's that, again, they've got colours. Some of the colours are sold out.
They don't make many orange.
Do they not?
No.
Do they not?
It's a very, very special colour.
Right.
And we only got that colour last year, in fact.
Really? So, and do you know what, the box it arrives in, don't forget, you do get that card holder as well, worth £45, but the box it arrives in is just a masterpiece. It's the whole experience of owning something from Swan and Edgar, let alone a tourbillon. But having this as a nod towards that mesmerising visual appearance there, and the craftsmanship, it's just absolutely mesmerising. Busy. This is the busiest start of the show we've had with the tourbillon watches, I think. Honestly, it feels like it.
I think they've been waiting.
Well done.
You know, because we were going to do the show in January, and now, you know, we're mid-February, so I think there's been a bit of a demand there.
I think so. And John, we got well, obviously Father's Day in June. We've got about 3 weeks until Mother's Day, of course. Do you know what? Maybe you didn't get much for Valentine's Day. Now's the time to make up for it. And we have got various different luxurious timepieces for different bundles. OK, before we have a look at this, that world timer, by the way, flying out. Absolutely flying, and so is complexity. We thought that would be the case, didn't we, with complexity? And if you're thinking, oh, these words sound beautiful, the watches are stunning. So our advice is, head to the website, and we have brand new viewers every single day. We have returning viewers every single day. Just head to shopontv.co.uk and just have a look. Which one sings to you? Which one grabs your attention? If you click live deal, scroll down, you'll see all of the all of the watches there. Right, OK. Shall we have a look at this now? This is the Ashford. Well, go on then, David.
So brand new tonight.
Where do we start with this?
Really lovely to get this watch. I was actually very, very concerned this morning. I was talking to the warehouse. Where's the watch? Where's the watch? 10 o'clock past, 10:30. I have to get to Manchester. Rail replacement this week, folks, at Stockport. You have to go to and get the bus.
Is it really?
Oh, yes, it's very difficult, but we're here.
But
we're here
you
with this
made
watch.
it.
We made it with this watch, which is absolutely incredible.
So this has been quite a day for you. You've been waiting for this moment.
Been waiting for this watch because this is brand new. And when I say Gamage's watches, when they're gone, they're gone. They make a limited run of them, and then they break the mould and they start again.
Really?
So every watch about Gamage is kind of like quirky in its own right. This is a 43mm case-size watch. It's got that Seiko VK movement inside it as well. That's a mechanical quartz movement, so you've got a stopwatch function to it as well, timing up to 60 minutes. You've got the tachometer around the side of the watch. You've got a beautifully finished burnished bezel as well, and I think the contrast between that rose gold IP finish and the first layer leather strap really works. And as we said before, on your wrist, your beautiful wrist, this fits
thanks you, Dave.
absolutely perfectly. It really does.
Joe, you know when a watch just feels right, you know, and it can give a sense of completion. And they do say it's an extension of one's personality. It really can be. Which one will you love, your partner absolutely fall in love with? And Joe, at that price point, you know, you might wear this day. This could be your watch you wear onto work. You might say it for special occasions. But at the end of the day, on any usual day, you would be spending £349.99. That is a brilliant price for a Gamage's watch, for the craftsmanship. But look, you're saving £200. That is ridiculously good value for money. And if you want to spread that cost interest-free, go for PayPal. Paying 3, it's 3 payments of £51.65. Now, because this is a Gamage's watch, if you buy anything from Gamage's, please don't forget, you're going to get a free pen. It's all included in your order. And we had a look on Gamage's own website, didn't we, on today?
Yes.
It's actually worth, it's £90,
£90 on that website. And I think that's a beautiful quality. It's a lovely pen to actually hold in your hand because it's beautifully balanced. It reminds me very much of another brand, which I won't mention, but it does look really lovely, and everyone needs a good pen as well. It's a lovely gift.
I think so. And it is. And do you know what? This is not just any pen. The first thing I noticed here was it just cradles in my hand. It just feels like it belongs there. It's the most beautifully balanced pen, and it just arrives with your order. When you buy any Gamage's watch through us here on Shopontv, so you're going to get the free gift and you're going to get the quite extraordinary prices. Now, I keep saying that, but it is. It's just very, very unusual prices. OK, let's go back to the watch, though. So we've shown you the red, the black. Oh, John, the grey watch face.
Well, I said
really
before, the black reminds me of those instruments on the sports cars in the 50s and the 60s. It has that kind of that retro look about it.
That retro look, yes.
And we should show the folks at home how the stopwatch function works, I think, as well, Charlie.
It'd be rude not to.
It'd be nice to actually see how that works.
And they would go, do you know what, this is one of my favourites now. And you know what, you get that click of confidence. It just feels so responsive. And the way it just beats around. So
it's sweeping at 4 beats a second. This is a mechanical movement inside. That's why it's called a mechanical quartz movement, funny enough. And these watches, I mean, what actually happened was in the 80s, there was this battle between the Japanese and the Swiss over mechanical quartz and who invented it and who was going to work it. But the jury's now back in again, and the winners of the argument were in fact the Japanese. Right, and this is why this is a Japanese source movement, and that is in all the Gamage's watches. You have that movement with an accuracy rate claimed by the manufacturer of less than a second a day in terms of error rate. So if you're craving a really accurate, you won't get this with a mechanical watch. That level of accuracy, you can't build up with the quartz. And because of the colours of that watch and that retro telly finish around the sub-dials, and I think it's got that real sporting look about it.
It really does. And I've got to say, what kind of weight are we talking about?
We're talking about 90 to 100 grams. And because, of course, the leather doesn't weigh that much, does it? It's the movement.
And that's an email coming asking that from Gary. Gary, thanks very much, and I hope that helps answer your question. And yeah, the strap just complements it beautifully, doesn't it, there? Is it hand-waxed, then? Hand-waxed
individually, and first layer leathers. If you look at the hierarchy of leathers, the most resilient leathers are called the first layer leathers. And with that stitching, contrast stitching on the side, the gamage is impressed on it, and that's a stainless steel case on the back of that watch.
It's beautiful. That is an absolute stunner. You would happily pay £350 for that, you would, but look, it's £149.99 for a Gamage's watch, and you do get, of course, that pen, which is worth £90. I mean, that could be another present for someone anyway. That could be 2 gifts for people. And you know what, I think when it comes to, I love the gold colour, I love the black and the grey. Those colours alone, they effortlessly work with various different outfits, I would say, too.
They do, and everyone, as we're saying, everyone's individual, choosing different colours is always... It's hard to guess which one is, in fact, going to be the most popular, which is going to be the most popular colour. I think there's quite a richness in the red colour. I think there's more of an engineering feel about the black version.
I know what you mean,
So it depends on what you particularly... If you're going to be wearing brown, you probably want to get the red.
Yeah, I think... Well, shall I show the red again? Shall I bring that in? There we go. I'll take this out because they are absolute stunners. Here we go. If you want the warmth of the red, is that going to work better with your outfit?
So a pink shirt, for example, works nicely with that, and a nice tobacco brown jacket. Will work well.
So I think blue looks lovely. This actually quite a blue shirt. Yeah, I think so. You're loving the black, though. The black is, at the moment, in the lead. It's the most popular. But which one is going to be for you? Let us know. Email us in. If you're looking at the watch on the website and you want to look at one in more detail, we can absolutely do that for you. It's important for us to know that you guys are happy at home. Whilst we've got David here live in the studio. So, again, this is the first show we featured David here with Gamages, with Swan and Edgar, with Samuel Joseph. First one this year. And do you know, if you were to give like a headline of this watch, what's your favourite thing about it, do you think?
I think the freshness of the design, because as I said before, every Gamage's watch comes to us brand new design, and we know that when the design is sold out, it's sold out. They won't be repeating it.
Right.
So if you're craving individuality, and if you like the kind of British heritage, the way that it's been designed by a British design team, and also Gamage's itself goes back to the 1900s, where it was a department store with a wonderful miner bird called Jackie, who used to be very irreverent to anyone that came along and said hello. And it was very famous also for its tremendous railway set, model railway set in the basement of it. So if you went to Gamage's, long before your time, Charlie.
I remember.
It's got a lot of heritage.
Was it in Holborn?
It was in Holborn,
yeah. I remember,
well done.
I wasn't around there, but I've done my research.
Very good.
But that is just stunning. You just fall in love with these, don't you? So look, please don't pay the usual price. Going forward, that will be the case. But you're buying something brand new, and you might be thinking, OK, well, how can you do all these prices? And we basically cut out the middleman to keep it simple, don't we?
We do, and of course, the buying power of the channel.
The buying power, yeah. We're on ITV1.
Well,
Yeah. We get through a lot quickly, so that's how we can make this happen.
Yeah.
But if you are new to shopping with us and you're eager to check out, maybe you're about to go to bed, stay up if you can, because we've got lots more stories, lots more interesting facts to share from David. But go to shopontv.co.uk. You see that live on air, click that, you scroll down, if you can do, then you'll see all of the watches we're showcasing on tonight's show. They are masterpieces. There are watches, and then there are luxurious timepieces. But we have got price points for different budgets. So if it's for you, yourself, your son, your daughter, birthdays coming up here. Or maybe you got one of the digital watches. From the sound of it, what David was saying, people are going back into traditional watches. And I think it's a waste if people don't do that, because it's my favourite accessory that every single human being can own. It really is. But there we go. If you like one of the brand new ones, the Ashford, we're loving it. Right, that is just one of many designs. We're also going to recap the Tourbillon. Now, the Tourbillon, I mean, to own a Tourbillon watch is a nod towards the most incredible craftsmanship in watchmaking. People love it for the mesmerising visual appeal. But when we talk to the science behind this, the history, the heritage of a Tourbillon watch is something to behold. It truly is a sight to behold. Now, we've got 5 different colour options. You love the blue. The orange is nearly gone. Right, the orange is funny. It's normally the blue. The orange could be, well, it sounds like it's going to be the first one to sell out. You love the yellow one too. I like all of them. I do. I'm not going to bother choosing favourites here. Normally, I go for a blue watch, but that's just me. You do you. Right. Are we talking about luxury? Absolutely we are. Now, do you know what I love about Swan and Edgar? Yes, it's the craftsmanship. Yes, it's the quality. We're going to talk about that in a second. But do you know what?
It's a presentation, isn't it?
It's the presentation.
It's the feeling when you get it home, and the unveiling of a tourbillon to your nearest and dearest, the gift that you might give in that box is absolutely stunning. It
really, really is. And it's the experience of Swan and Edgar. We've been building it up enough. That, my friends, is the experience of Swan and Edgar. And you know what? When you look at it, you instantly fall in love. It's so elegant, David. It's pure elegance.
This is the first time we've actually seen the green in life now. And this is a sculpted 316 stainless steel with a sapphire glass finish and a 42 millimeters. 320 parts in that watch and over 450 processes to build a single watch. 30 watchmakers in unison producing this watch.
So that's per watch then? So it takes 30 experienced watchmakers to make one...
To make one watch.
That's remarkable.
There are so many processes needed. There are 80 milling processes alone. Every one of these watches is hand-assembled and made in such small numbers. That's why we actually sell out of these watches on every show.
Yeah, we do.
Because they are, to get it at that price as well.
Yeah, I mean, people spend thousands on the Tourbillon watch. And actually, Swan and Edgar, on their own website, they do sell them for £2,000. And that matches pretty much our usual price. And people buy them. People buy them for that. In fact, you know what, to save you some time, again, you might be interested, you might go to Swan and Edgar website straight away, go for it, because I always check. But when you look at their own website, £2,000, there it is, and this is exactly the same watch, it's like for like. £2,000. And yes, some of the colours are in stock. That one there has actually sold out. But at the moment, we've got all of the colours live here on Shopontv. Right, OK. £2,000, would you rather pay that or the price you see on your screen? I mean, I know which one I'd rather pay. £899.99. But guys, it's only that price for this live show. It goes up, back up to £2,000 after 3 a.m. We're live here in the studio. It's approaching, what is the time actually, speaking of which? Well, there you go. Enough watches to look at. It's coming up to 1:15 in the morning on the Saturday morning. Thanks so much for joining us. If you've never watched us before, we are here every single day on ITV1 and STV. But this is the first time this year We've had David back with Gamages and, of course, Swan and Edgar too. What do people look for in a tourbillon watch? What's the appeal, would you say, of owning a tourbillon?
Because it's only available to a select few, and tourbillons can cost many thousands of pounds. In fact, until about 10 years ago, I think the cheapest tourbillon was £14,000.
Was it really?
Yeah,
my word.
In the world, as it were.
Really?
But now, because of the combination of the abilities to actually produce watches using computer-controlled machinery and the hand-assembled nature of the watches, it is possible to get watches at a lower price point. But most of them you wouldn't give house room to.
No.
Because they're absolutely awful.
Yeah, they can be.
They don't look nice at all.
No,
But the Swan and Edgars,
Elegance.
I just think they're elegance personified. They're absolutely gorgeous. It's sculpted 316 stainless steel. The way that they've actually executed the design is so simple and yet so effective. And inside this watch, you have 80 parts moving through 360 degrees every minute to negate the forces of gravity. This was Breguet's masterpiece. And Breguet, when he said tourbillon, he was not referring to whirlwind, which everyone thinks tourbillon stands for whirlwind.
That's French for, yeah.
It's French for whirlwind, but in fact, tourbillon, he meant the astronomical definition, which was that of a solar system.
Right.
And there, when you're looking at this is like a solar system.
So that bit just on the bottom there, so that's what it's representing?
It's representing the movement of the planets around the sun.
Ah.
So that's the original idea of tourbillon. Now, when George III ordered his tourbillon, he said, I'm not having tourbillon, it's French.
Yeah.
I need it to have, say, whirlwind. So everything on his watch had to be written...
Is that what it is?
In English, yes.
Oh, there you go. Do you know what? We're talking about the craftsmanship there. It looks beautiful there. Do you know what? I'm going to, on each and every colour option, they're all the same apart from the colour, of course, on the front of the watch face. Or which one shall I choose? What do we think?
Choose the
should
orange,
we go for the orange?
The burnt sienna, go for it.
Burnt sienna, right.
Yeah, I love this colour.
This is
I
stunning.
really do.
This is one of your favourites tonight. You love the orange. Yeah, we like to call it burnt sienna. It's a bit fancier
I
than
do,
orange.
but I mean,
But we just make it easy for you to check out. That's what we do. But you know what? It's grown on me, this. There's something so captivating about this. You're just greeted with the most beautiful whirlpool of colour, and it just draws you in. It just blends. It almost goes in and out the colours. You move it slightly.
And also it states some originality in your selection, because if you look at the choices of colours for watches, black, white, blue outsell every other colour in the watch. So, but if you look at limited editions that are produced by some of the big manufacturers, you know, some of the very famous names, it's the unusual colours that become collector's items, because there aren't that many of them in the world. So when you look at this burnt sienna, you think, well, I've never seen that colour before almost. And it's got that infinite finish to it. The way that infinity dial is capturing the light is quite special.
It totally is. And you know what's also special? When we show the back of it. Can I turn this round? Because this is something that everybody needs to see. People love the mesmerising visual appeal of a tourbillon, and what they stand for too. But the back really shows off that intricacy, that craftsmanship, that I think is absolutely unsurpassed. So you get 30 watchmakers.
30 watchmakers for an individual watch, and assembling that watch with 450 processes and 322 parts and 19 jewels. You can say I've said that before. Look at that lovely onion crown to it. You can see the synthetic rubies. Now, synthetic rubies, and what I didn't realise until recently, sapphires and rubies are in fact the same compound with just a slightly different colour in them.
Right, really?
Which is opposed to diamonds. Yeah. Quite phenomenal that I didn't realise that in the past. You've got a 42 hour power reserve. On the right-hand side, you can see the mainspring of the watch.
Oh, yeah.
So you charge it up, and these are hand wound watches because they're not worn. Very few people wear tourbillons every day.
Right, yeah.
They wear them for very special occasions.
It's for that fit, it's for that cruise,
you keep all your documentation,
maybe.
and you just wear them when you want to just feel $1 million.
And talk about peace of mind. What warranty do we get with it?
5-year warranty.
Oh, there you go. 5 years.
5-year warranty. And, of course, the credit card holder, which is a nice additional gift to receive as a gift with purchase.
It's stunning. And do you know, is that what they call the cage at the front there? Is that right? That counterbalances gravity?
It is negating the forces of gravity. Now, originally, when we were young chaps, we used to have pocket watches.
Yeah, right.
Which would sit in your waistcoat pocket in one position all the time. That's why Breguet invented that particular mechanism.
Right, and he's like the godfather of watchmakers.
He's the godfather of watches, but now it's just what we call a conceit. It's something that so few people can aspire to. It's something that very few watchmakers can actually make. Very few watchmakers can actually make a tourbillon. It's more something just to have bragging rights.
Really?
And an appreciation of the heritage of Breguet.
Yes. It's a nod towards that. By owning a tourbillon watch, you're doing exactly that. Visually, it's just so classy. This captures that timeless British elegance. It's amazing. It's far more than just a watch. Talk about luxury timepieces. This is a bit of history that you're going to be wearing on your wrist too. Now, ordinarily, don't forget, this would be the best part of £2,000. Should we have a look at the green one?
The green's in the box.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, green's in the box. We've got the yellow here,
did we do the yellow?
I don't think we have done the yellow. Oh, we haven't done the yellow, actually. Let's have a look at the yellow.
Yellow, again, does no justice to this watch at all.
So we've got 5 colours in total.
This is my tiger's eye.
Yeah, tiger's eye.
Yeah.
They do love this.
So I think, actually, that this is the most fashionable colour in the palette.
Do you think? Yeah, I think so. It's bold.
If you look at what the designers are doing this spring, and not saying that I go to London Fashion Show or anything like that, but that colour works with so many different quirky outfits. And if you want to be windswept and interesting, then I'd get the tiger's eye.
Yes, I think so. It's a statement piece right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It totally is. I mean, what clothes do you normally wear? What colours do you favour? What about your other half? What do they wear? You might base your decision on that. They are all stunning. Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with any colour. I mean, if you're talking about gifts for people, they arrive in the box. You do get a Swan and Edgar credit card holder. Even that's worth £45. But if you're going for the blue, the red, the green, the orange, the yellow, whichever one, I would grab it. Now, if you were to buy this on Swan and Edgar's own website, £2,000 for a tourbillon watch. Our usual price there is not far behind. It's 1,999 pence. But you're not paying for that. For the next 1 hour and 45 minutes, you're saving a little under £1,100. But we do not have a lot of stock. In fact, right, I knew it'd be busy. I knew these would sell out, certainly some of the colours. We're actually over-allocating, and I could be specific here, we're over-allocating by 7. So 7 people are going to be missing out. So, guys, you need to check out your baskets. You've got something that people would happily pay, and what they do pay, £2,000 for. Don't spend £2,000 when you don't need to. You're going to get a Swan and Edgar, and it comes with a card. It comes with a 5-year warranty, all in the box, and again, that credit card holder. But you've got a piece of history there, and you've got something that is visually absolutely mesmerising. But do not miss out. It's not yours until you check out. When it gets to this stage, when people add a box into their basket, somebody else can grab theirs. It's not yours until you check out. So if you haven't checked out yours yet, if you're quick, it's the next few people to click buy now. And I know I put the pressure on, but I know what it's like, because I overthink things. I leave it in the basket, I'll do it in a bit, I'll have a cup of tea first. And then people come back to check out, and it's gone. Has it gone? Right, orange has sold out, yellow has just sold out. Those two yet? Right, those orange and the yellow have sold out. Well done. What do you think is going to be next then, Caroline? What do you think? Red, it's funny, normally it's the blue. Red, then green's it. Right, the blue that's going to be up there too. Right, if you're tempted, absolutely grab it. And rest assured, sleep well tonight knowing that you've saved a little under £1,100 £200. Extraordinary watchmaking, extraordinary prices, and the colours are dreamy. They just pull you in. It's that whirlpool of colour that people absolutely love. Yes, it's that 5-year warranty.
That's okay.
If it's going to be making someone's day, this isn't just something to wear occasionally. Well, you might say it for that special occasion, but this is something you're bound to be passing down. And what do you love about jewellery? What do you love about accessories like watches? They are magnets for memories, these people. If you are buying someone a watch like this, they will remember you forevermore. This is that present that nobody is ever going to forget, regardless of which colour you go for. Sold out of the yellow. Well done. Sold out the yellow and the orange. Wow. We don't have a lot of stock to go around. We wish we had more. But if you're tempted by those colours, the Tourbillon is the most urgent watch on the show. It's the most urgent one. I would not hang around if it's in your budget. If you want to spread that cost interest-free, if it's up to you, if you want to choose PayPal Pay in 3, then go for it. It's just that one payment today. Obviously, second in a month's time, and your third payment a month after that, your third and final payment. Wow. We have got different price points for so many different budgets, though. So if that's outside your budget, we have got something for everyone. All tastes and styles, David, I think it's fair to say as well, haven't we?
Right, I think that after that amazing whirlwind of an experience, that's our Tourbillon whirlwind of experience.
I saw you did that. I saw you did that. for Tourbillon. Right, here we go.
We're back to the Endeavour.
Yeah.
And as I said, the Endeavour was very popular before Christmas, and we just have a few left.
Yeah, we wish we had more.
And we talked about gamages not having much in terms of their limited numbers. So when this design's gone, it's gone.
So that's it then?
Yeah.
So once it's gone, it's gone?
Yeah.
When we talk about limited edition, I mean, that truly lives up to its title there, doesn't it? Yeah. You know, I think this has got an appeal for various different age groups too. I love it. You've got contrasting themes here, contrasting colours, but they marry up beautifully, beautifully well there, don't they? I like, in the inside of the face there, is that like a little yellow we got there?
So acid yellow, I love that colour, isn't it? There is actually, you know, it's got that...
That's
takes you back from years ago. Yeah,
Isn't
lovely design. And I think, in fact, if I'm not wrong, the second hand, if you start that second hand...
Oh, yes.
I think that's in acid yellow as well, isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, the detail they go into, gamages.
Look at that. Oh.
Like,
and you've got acid yellow around the subdials as well. You've got little things there. And the quarter. I mean, you know, talk about class. I love it.
I know, right?
And inside the watch, that's mechanical quartz movement. So it's sweeping at 4 beats a second, and the accuracy of that watch is better than 20 seconds a month, according to Seiko Industries, who make the watch. And it flies back immediately as well. And all of those things, plus a rotating bezel, so you can actually, if you've got a little bit of angst or worry, it's like a little worry bead on your wrist. You can just twiddle it. And you feel instantly,
it is. Do you know, for me, it's just, there's nothing else quite like that. And do you know, when you see a watch, quite often, the one people end up buying is the first one they think, oh, that's the one. And don't overthink it. If it's within your budget, then this is the one to go for. Can you imagine this on your wrist? Is that going to boost confidence perhaps when you walk into that room, when you go into that interview, when you go into work? The first time you wear this, honestly, you'll want to wear it every single day. And again, that's a personal thing, isn't it? And it depends on you know, what people want to buy it for. I would happily wear that daily, I think.
And it feels really modern as well. If you saw that, you wouldn't think of anything but contemporary design in that.
Yeah.
And that's what gamages are really good. They are following the trends of industry. They're looking for the various nods that are coming. And then if you look at the two contrasts between the two of these two watches, you really do have great choices between this one and the one with the red accents to it.
Yeah, this is, and you know what? And it is slightly modernised, but you've still got that timeless elegance when it comes to that strap. I always love the straps, you know, whether it's for gamages, this one, of course, all of the other watches we got from Swan and Edgar. I love all the straps we got on today's show. I think that's just as important. But look, you should be spending here £349.99. If you are getting this today, genuinely, folks, you're going to save £200. keep this away, hide it in your house, ready for that birthday, because this is the kind of present that you cannot wait to give to someone. I was always taught from my dad, it's always nicer to give a present than to receive one, unless it's something really nice. But no, I do think that's the case. This is the kind of present that you cannot wait to give someone, honestly. It's one of those. We've been asked for the measurements here as well. Shall I do the honest?
43 millimetres.
Oh, so we could just ask David.
Yeah, very simple.
We'll be fighting for this.
And we can show that Charlie does have his school ruler here.
Thank you very much.
Which he's
from
kept
my favourite pencil case.
In your pencil case.
With my protractor.
Yes. And there it is, 43 millimetres in terms of the width of the watch. And then, so that is the circumference of the watch. Because you have to put it right to the end of the bezel to get the 43, but I can assure you it is 43.
Yeah.
And if you want to do the depth of the watch, it is 13.5 millimetres in terms of the depth.
There we go. Well, and you can see, there we go.
I should have brought my vernier gauge. Now, you know...
I should have brought mine too.
You know,
I haven't got one.
I knew I forgot something, and it was the vernier gauge.
Honestly, we appreciate it. I can listen to you all night. And David and I, we are here until 3 a.m. So if I've got any questions, whilst we've got these luxury timepieces live here on ITV1, on STV, then absolutely go for it. Get in touch. We'd love to hear from you guys. You might be a watch enthusiast. Come and have a chat with us. But we've got a lot of enthusiasts watching. And look, you haven't got to know the ins and outs. You might simply just love the watch and think, I just want to wear that with my suit. I just want to wear that when I go out shopping or go out to the cinema, out for those drinks on the Saturday night. Who knows? You do you. This is the time to get these watches. And we start at the top of the show by saying, you think people are... buy more accessories now, because digital watches, yes, we know they're important.
Well, only this morning we were talking about the fact that, the news was talking about the fact that jewellery sales are up by 4.5% compared with last year.
Wow.
So that's, you know, given where we are and given all of the pricing pressures, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And watches are one of the very few things you can have to actually make a statement and make a difference to the way that you present yourselves.
Well, this is it. Do you know, I generally, when I've got a watch, and I've had mine, nothing like this, actually, but when I put a watch on my wrist, I literally feel much better. I feel lost without a watch. Like, literally, if I ever leave my watch at home and end up doing a show, I feel, oh no, I feel lost without it, genuinely. It can give that sense of completion. And you know what? If it does boost confidence, having a watch like this on your wrist, which it does do for people, then, my friends, that is worth absolutely every single penny. 3 payments of £51.65. When it comes to... if you are having a watch that you're going to wear with various different outfits, when it comes to greys, when it comes to gold colours and black strap like this one, I think that's going to be a safe bet. If you are buying it, if you want to buy a present for someone, you're not too sure, or what colours, what shirts do they wear, you know, what colour suit do they have? This is, I would say, a very, very safe bet with a lovely deep, like a warm grey with a warm gold and a black strap. That's going to be a very, very safe bet. But they're not going to know, or they don't have to know that you've saved £200, because ordinarily £349.99, but now you're saving £200. So it's 437-971 for your item number. Now, if you prefer to speak to somebody live, give our call centre a ring. It's 03333 241 241. Now, they are busy. It sounds like they might have small queues on the phones. Hang on in there. We will get to you, but we need to direct you to the website if we can do. If you can go to shopontv.co.uk, you will find that the quickest way to order, OK? Brown's gone limited stock, by the way, if you're going for this model. The Brown's limited. But if you're thinking, oh, which is the item numbers I've forgotten? Right. It's all OK. It's OK. If you go to shopontv.co.uk, because you might have never shopped with us ever before. You may have never bought from a shopping channel before. We're in partnership with ITV1. How about that for seal of approval? And we have been for years now. We are here every single day live on ITV1 and STV. We've got our own YouTube channel. We've got our own Freeview channel. We are established now. And guys, and we have been for some time. People come back daily to buy from us. We have returning customers, put it that way, every single day. We have brand new customers every single day. When you go to the website, click Live Deals, when you scroll down, you will see all of these watches. This is what we are showcasing live here on ITV1. The savings, the deals are nothing short of extraordinary. I never thought I would see prices like this on brands like Gamages of London, on Samuel Joseph, of Swan and Edgar. This one, by the way, the Endeavour, is limited edition once more. Are you going for the grey or the brown? Now, the brown, I am right in saying that's limited stock, the brown. Yet, the brown is limited stock. If you're in the market for the brown, if that's, you know, is that staying with you a little bit, you think, oh, I quite like the brown, then buy it. Absolutely treat yourself. Maybe you're having the same watch for years and years. Maybe you got one of those plastic watches, maybe you got a digital watch, maybe it's scratched. Well, if you are looking for something that is so timeless, that has got beautiful, beautiful heritages, which we'd expect nothing less from Gamages of London, then this is going to be the one. By the way, we need to go back to, I'd say, the creme de la creme of watches. When we talk about luxurious timepieces, I personally think you can get much more luxurious than a tourbillon. Not only that, a Swan and Edgar limited edition tourbillon. Now, stock-wise, we are getting through them. We've sold out, there were 5 colour options. We've sold out of the yellow. And this is just tonight, this is just today live. We've also sold out of the orange. What do you think this one's going to go, guys? Right, the team's just telling me I won't lie, we've got one green, one left. The green is going to be the next one to sell out. The green is limited stock. Blue, right, we've got less than a handful left of the blue option now too, and a handful left of the red. Normally, we have more stock, and we don't know when we're going to be back with this. Hopefully soon, but I can't promise when, if at all, and I can't promise what the prices will be. This is the lowest price we've bought you, the Tourbillon watch. To get a £2,000 watch for just under £900 is bizarre. It's almost unheard of. And people spend, generally speaking, thousands and thousands, and maybe even thousands more on a Tourbillon watch. But by owning a Tourbillon, you're giving a nod towards the most incredible artwork, the most incredible horological achievements that we know of. It is the most beautiful, beautiful watch, certainly one of them in my opinion. Right, 3 payments of £302.31. So literally, all it is today is £302.31. You get a 5-year warranty for your peace of mind. It arrives in the most decadent, gorgeous box. If you are thinking of gifts for people, then, oh my word, absolutely, you're going to be blown away by this. And you do get a credit card holder, which is worth £45. Absolutely blown away. Well done if you've got this. For everyone who's just checked out your Tourbillon, go to bed tonight thinking, or you might be skipping to work later thinking, you've just saved just under £1,100. Generally, the Tourbillon watches, they're £2,000 on Swan and Edgar's very own website. So it's a genuinely brilliant saving, guys. Right, shall we go back to the brand new today? This is something you've been loving too. Right, David, should we start right from the beginning then on this one?
Yes, this is the watch that I have been entreating and begging Gamages to provide to us.
And thank you so much.
And of course, the designs take 6 months in execution, so it was a long time ago that I actually asked for this, which was to get a steel-strapped watch from Gamages. Right. Because you would have seen nearly all the watches we've seen from Gamages are actually leather straps, which is fine, they're lovely, but some people like the idea of an engineered stainless steel strap. So here we have it, the Duke. Again, brand new today, and this is, again, a 43mm case size, 13.5mm deep, with that beautifully engineered stainless steel strap protected by an IP finish, either in the rose gold or in the silver finish. It has inside it a Seiko mechanical quartz movement, which gives you incredible accuracy.
Now, I mean, they are so highly renowned, aren't they?
They're so renowned, and the design of the watch is very much of a sporty nature, I would say, with piston, kind of like those piston pushers, which are kind of are something of a design icon in the watch industry.
They are. They're absolutely beautiful, aren't they, you know? And you can see that just ticking around. It's so very responsive. The second you press it, it's off. It totally is. I do love the colour here. If you wanted to resize it, that's easy enough to do.
Very easy to resize it because, in fact, all you've got to do is to go on the web. There's lots of tutorials on how to do it. It's really easy once you get the knack of it. Yeah. You don't need to go to the jeweller. And because these watches are over 200mm in terms of the the wrist size, then they can be sized down to a lady's wrist if you like, or to a chunky wrist if you prefer.
So gentlemen love this, ladies love this.
Everywhere. It's very much a unisex watch.
It totally is. It totally is. And don't forget, we have got different colours. So this is the rose black. So obviously the black with the rose gold colour. Well, the strap, that is a gorgeous rose gold. And do you know what? Sometimes rose gold can be too much of a blush. That is just a little tint of rose when it comes to the gold. It's beautiful. And
that is scratch-resistant mineral glass, which again at this price point is quite unusual.
Well, people normally spend £400, and £400 for this calibre of watch, that is a decent price anyway, would you say? Yeah. And we haven't got many of these, by the way. We've literally got less than 2 handfuls remaining. Brand new
Well, they
today.
were reluctant to give us any.
Really? I mean, so we got whatever we could. So there we go. That is the rose black. Should we bring in the steel blue? I don't know. I'm more into more gold, actually. I'm buying more gold things, basically. More gold-coloured. But since I got to watch my 21st, and that was silver and blue, I've always been naturally attracted to that. So my eyes went to this, like a moth to a flame. It is beautiful.
Well, that's very sporty with the blue, I think. And
it is, isn't it?
And inside the watch, when you look at the dial, you'll see a lot of what we call gouloche detail inside. And that is what gamages do to bring out the actual design point of the watch itself, with those really quite impressive hour and minute battens, and then the small second hand at 6 o'clock, and then, believe it or not, that's a 24-hour timer there. So if you're actually going to do the timing, you've got a 24-hour timer on the left-hand side.
Fair play, 24 hours, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, £159, 99 pence. Now, the saving here is also not to be... I mean, look at that on the side of your screen now. Look what you normally would be paying for this. And this is a special, special price. This is brand new today. This feels like a launch price, because it's the first time we've had this particular watch here on Shopontv, where you're saving £240. £240 off. You're saving more than what you're spending on this one. So it's £159.99, or 3 payments of £54 and 98 pence. So 893,703. I am blown away by that. Absolutely blown away. And Gamages, of course, they were a department store in London.
In Holborn, and,
yeah.
and very, very famous for that. Reprised now as this London-based watch brand with these limited edition designs. And, I mean, I love the fact that Gamages had this incredible model railway for the kids to go and see.
That's right.
All those years ago. And, of course, Jackie the Minor Bird. We never give Jackie the Minor Bird enough credit for being the rudest bird in WC1.
Right, okay. Won't go. But I've got to say, the blue, that... absolutely
acid yellow, don't you love that?
The acid yellow too, yeah.
And I love it.
It modernises it, I think.
I keep that second hand going, really. Just a little interesting fact about these Seiko movements from Seiko Industries. Again, you have to look at the spec sheet, and we're talking about 20 seconds in terms of the error rate in a month. And in fact, the one-eye time was 15 seconds, so it could even be better than that. But also, with regular use, they claim, and you know, obviously we can't, you know, say anything about the claim, but the batteries last up to 3 years, which is quite good as well.
Yeah.
Oh, fair play, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, one of the hassles about quartz watches is how often you have to change the batteries.
So 3 years?
3 years is what is claimed for average use.
That's a long, long time.
If you're using the stopwatch all the time, it obviously will be a shorter period than that. But I think that's quite... shows you how efficiently and how Seiko Industries as an organisation have really... And that's why these watches are used in some of very high-end timepieces with names you all know on the high street, but no one will tell you what's inside the watch.
Yeah, well, this is it. And, I mean, my word, you can really pay for a brand name, can't you? I can't get over how much people spend on watches when you could get something that is just so well made and also has got such a loyal following. Gamages of London is, of course, one of those. This is the limited edition. This is the Duke mechanical quartz watch. So normally £400, but like I said, it's dropped now for this show for the time being. to £159.99. It really is lovely. And Joe, it's the weight of this watch that I find is so satisfying. It just feels like a good, balanced, happy medium watch, this, you know. It really does. I think so. What are the dials on the side? Can we recap those?
So when we're looking at both of the sub-dials on this watch, and of course the way that the watch is actually put together, then you can see, if we can get a kind of a nice close-up on it, that you have a 24 hours at the 9 o'clock, and then at the top of the watch you've got a 60 minutes. And this is all connected with the stopwatch function, which is working right now. Oh, and Charlie just reset it. You saw how it went back straight to 12 o'clock. And that is what you get with a mechanical quartz movement, sweeping through 4 beats a second, that acid yellow doing its thing there with the accuracy. And then, of course, you've got an aluminium insert bezel. I love aluminium. Now, that you might have seen on some really, really expensive watches, aluminium insert bezel.
Bezels, yeah.
And this, you can give it a twiddle, actually, because it is moving.
Okay.
You can actually see that bezel does move. And that is, so that's a 60-click bezel. Look at that. Oh, yes, Charlie.
Oh,
fabulous.
David, John, that's what I call the click of confidence. Look at that. You can hear that engineering.
Yes.
That. Is it just me, or is that really satisfying to hear? I love that.
And it's nice and slim as well, 13.5 millimetres in terms of the depth of the watch. A stainless steel caseback, beautifully protected by a little bit there. You can see, in fact, we should polish that a little bit more.
That's probably my bad.
And I love the engineered strap as well. That's pure stainless steel in the strap.
All I want to do is just click that. So that is beautiful. It really is. I mean, if you are tempted by this, £159.99. Please don't spend £400 going forward shortly. If you were to check on the website tomorrow, in a few days perhaps, then that's the price you could be paying at the moment during this live show, £159.99. Right, OK, where should we go next? Right, now the Tourbillon. Right, nearly, all the colours, right. We did have 5 colours on the Tourbillon.
What we got now, Charlie?
They've nearly all gone. They've nearly all of them have gone. Oh, my word. If you've just joined us, if you've been looking for a Tourbillon watch, then get this one from Swan and Edgar, because you've got the heritage there, the most beautiful celebration of horological art in this watch. And, of course, you've got that beautiful, mesmerising appeal there. Right, we've run out of some colour options already. Which colours have we got left, then, I wonder, at the moment? Right, red and blue. Red and blue, the only ones we've got left. So 3 colours. Right, the blue's just sold out. You're joking. You're absolutely joking.
Blue came from the rear and now it's gone all the way through.
It happens, doesn't it? It's often
Who would
the
have
case.
thought that? Probably got long odds on that.
John, David and I, we've done numerous watch shows over the past few months. I don't think we've ever got through so much stock of the Tourbillon watch. Well done if you've got it. One of, if not the lowest price we've actually offered the Tourbillon watch. Now, just briefly, if you did go just to Swan and Edgar's own website, it's £2,000. If you go to their website, £2,000. Our usual price is not far behind at £1,990. But today, during this live show, you're saving a lot of money. You're saving a little under £1,100. £899.99 for a Tourbillon. To get a Tourbillon watch for £2,000 for under £1,000 anyway is just brilliant. But this is the Swan and Edgar. You got that warranty, you've got that beautiful box, and don't forget you've got that card holder, that leather card holder, which is actually worth £45 anyway. That comes with your order. 3 payments of £302.31. Do you know what? There are various different reasons why people love the Tourbillon watch. It's the most incredible craftsmanship. It takes 30 watchmakers to make 1 timepiece. So the watch that you're going to be wearing, 30 watchmakers, almost in unison, have made that watch. It's handcrafted. The mechanics, and it takes years and years and years to get to the stage where you could craft as a watchmaker, a tourbillon watch. And that's what you're going to be having on your wrist. People also love tourbillon watches for the mesmerising visual appeal. That colour, that whirlpool of colour is just beautiful. Look, I like the blue, I like all of the different colours. They're all beautiful. The red, it reminds me, you know when you're driving along and you just see them as gorgeous, gorgeous, that warming, that inviting, romantic sunset. It's like that. That's what I think about it. You do need to check out. People are going to be missing out at this stage. Well done if you got the tourbillon. Gosh, that's impressive. Okay, now we have got price points for different budgets. What I love about Swan and Edgar, they offer the most beautiful, timeless, luxury watches I have seen. It captures the most beautiful British charm I've actually ever seen in a watch like this. This is the complexity. Okay, now, you can see on Swan and Edgar's own website, £190. Now, I'm not going to lie, that's actually a good price. That's actually better than our usual price. Maybe they've got some offer or something going on at the moment, I'm not sure. But I won't lie, £190 is really good, but look at ours. That's why this is also very, very busy. This is flying out the door. It's not every day you get to say you're saving a lot of money on watches like this. Now, look, okay, so you're saving £100 with us here, but to be honest, based on the usual price or the price currently on Swan and Edgar's website, you're saving £40 off their brilliant deal. So in other words, this is, from as we can see, the best price you can get the complexity Swan and Edgar watch. Save that money. It's also on PayPal Pay in 3, so that's 3 payments of £51.65. So that's 981787. If you've never shopped with us before, it's really easy to buy. Just go to the website, shopontv.co.uk. You can click live deals. When you scroll there, you'll see all of the watches, or you can just type in the item number, or give a call centre ring. If you prefer to speak to somebody live, then go for it. 03333 241 241. Lots of you are calling us. There are queues on the phones. Okay. Please be patient. This is the first time we've had David here live in the studio this year. The first show with these watches, with these brands, 2026. That's why I'm busy. But we won't be too much long. We will get you, so hang on the phone lines, but go to the website if you can. Thanks, David. What a show. My word.
I mean, the complexity is another watch that is hard to actually get onto the show. I have to kind of go down on my bended knees to get the complexity, because if you've done your research on the complexity, you'll know that it's Swan and Edgar's flagship watch at that price point, and it will sell every day at that price of £190.
Yes.
So again, the price tonight is really phenomenal, especially when you've got the free gift as well. Everything about this has got a curved finish to it. It's 43mm case size. That is sapphire glass. Now, sapphire glass is the hardest material apart from diamond.
Yes.
So the only thing that will scratch sapphire glass is diamond. It is.
It's that hard, is it?
It's that hard.
On 100.
It's
on
actually
a watch like
it's synthetic sapphire. It's actually made in a crucible. The strength of it, I think, on the Mohs scale is about 9 or something really close to diamond. Right. It's phenomenal. And inside that watch, the design is amazing. Day-night indicator, Cornwall Bridge, that open heart, the business quarters, the day and the month displayed there, and those concentric circles, which are kind of like a Fibonacci design around it, with that strike-through of the Roman numerals around the side. Lots of classic elements to the watch.
There is.
And that red is so contemporary as well. I do love it.
I do love it. And do you know what? A watch like this, there is so much to observe. People are going to be saying, oh, can I see your watch? Talk about a talking point. There's so many different facets to discuss with that watch. Now, we have got 2 different colour options with this, OK? This is the complexity. 3 payments of £51.65. So literally, folks, all it is today to get this on your wrist is £51.65. Brilliant brilliant value for money. In a month's time, your second payment. A month after that, obviously your third and final payment. We've got a lot of new viewers today. Thank you so much. Very warm welcome. My name's Charlie. We're here live with David. We are here every single day live. We have, oh my word, a variety of products. We're doing vacuums last night. We're doing drones tomorrow. We got so much. We got mulberry silk duvets and bedding. Then the day after tomorrow, we've got lots and lots and lots. We love variety here, but we're live every single day, shortly after midnight on ITV1, after the last programme, basically, or STV, of course, too. Should we have a look at the other colour?
So if you're craving traditional looks and design, if you've got that haunting idea of reprising the 1920s and the 1930s in terms of the colourways and styles, then ivory white is the colour to go for on the face.
Yes, lovely.
And that's what you have here. And this, I think, because it is an IP finish, and this is the watch that you are going to choose when you are going out on that special evening and you want to look classic. Because this is purely a classic watch. Classic.
Do you know what? I know a few friends I'd buy this for, actually. It is completely timeless. Timeless elegance, which what we love in a nutshell, really, when it comes to Swan and Edgar too. It totally is, you know, and that's never going to date, is it? It's never going to date.
And there were 210 parts and 20 jewels in that move. It's got a 5-year warranty, of course. And at some point, we need to actually look at also the way these watches are presented. Because, as I've said before, the way this watch, and also it's got, we keep on forgetting that this has got an exhibition back as well, so you can actually see the movement in the back of the watch. But I just love the presentation of this watch. Again, this is, because I've been working with Swan and Edgar for over 5 years, and they've really pushed the boat out in the way that this is presented now. A lovely finish, and if you are going to receive this as a gift, maybe you're going to get it for the best man, maybe you're going to get it for 21st birthday, maybe you're going to do it because you've done 5 years, you know, somewhere or other in work. Whatever it's going to be, this really does the business when it comes to gifting.
It totally is. And you've got the gorgeous embossed logo there from Swan and Edgar. It's padded. You know you've got quality from packaging, don't you, quite often? They've absolutely nailed it. Do we get the card in the back? What do we get in the box?
Sorry. So you've got the 5-year warranty on registration, and then you've got... Actually, we should get that out, the complexity. We should show that complexity, because I love the actual... This is, again, upgraded, not the card, but the little brochure.
Oh, right.
If we can show that.
Shall I open it? Yeah.
I was fascinated to see this, because it was... another upgrade in the way it is. It shows the founder of the brand there, James Fields, and it also, look at that, and James was on the shows in the very early days as well.
Thank you, James, if you're watching.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be watching the replay anyway, see how I'm talking to everybody. And inside there you have the automatic movement. You can see there that was invented by a chap in Bolton, just up the road from here. Oh,
yeah, we're broadcasting from Manchester right now, yes. And so we've got how to use, great. And, you know, I mean, it's so elegantly done.
But it's just that
it's
final...
classy.
Yes, the final thing when you're receiving something. You would want to receive all of this stuff and keep it all, because it's a lovely collector's item as well. Yeah,
I think so. I think so. It's the brand, it's the look, it's the feel. You know, for £149.99, you're getting a watch that is, yes, it's so practical. It is completely timeless. It just captures beautiful British elegance. But you can also see the craftsmanship. And again, on a watch for £149.99, it just looks fantastic. It really is. Let me just hold up. Shall I hold up the colours side by side so you can see? Right, now we've got... you've got 2 different options here. Exactly the same price, same item number. When you go to the website, it's a drop-down menu. You just choose whichever one you like. And you can see them right there. Which one are you going for? I do like the white, the ivory white. It is special, that, you know. It's beautiful. Which one would you go for, David?
I think the ivory white. I really do think that when someone sees that and you're walking towards, they're going to think you spent an absolute fortune on your watch.
They really will, won't they? I mean, they would expect you to pay hundreds, maybe thousands.
Even thousands. I mean, the way it comes across, it has that real cachet to it.
Doesn't it? You would, if you ask a friend and they're bound to ask you, oh, can I see your watch? Where'd you get that? How much was it? Ask them to guess the price, because I bet they won't say £149.99. I bet they won't. So which one are you going for? Again, it's the same item number. Here's how it works. If you go to shopontv.co.uk, what you can do, you can type in the item number into the search bar at the top. It takes you directly to the product, to the watch. Or if you just go to shopontv.co.uk, here it is, you can click live on air. And when you click live on air, when you scroll down, you can do this on any live show, you scroll down and you see all of the products, all of the watches, the luxury timepieces that we are showcasing right now. Lots for ladies, lots for gents, lots for unisex, but again, that's completely down to you and your taste. And if you are thinking of something for Mother's Day, what, just under 3 weeks or just over 3 weeks? 15th of March, isn't it? I think, yeah, 3 weeks. We got something for those occasions too. It's brilliant. OK, how are we doing for time on the show? We haven't got long left. Got around about an hour, just over an hour left. Don't forget that tourbillon, that's a show special. That watch goes up to just under £2,000 in around about an hour. Okay. Right. By the way, we got another update. Breaking news. Right. We've only got one left. However, it's a blue one for whatever reason. One has bounced back. I did tell you, about 20 minutes or so ago, that the blue had sold out. If you're sitting there disappointed, if you're quick, you may just get a blue one. But now I've said lots of people are going to be scrambling for it. So if you're quick, it may be you to get that blue tourbillon watch. And when that sells out, then they're all gone. They're all gone. We wish we had more. I truly do wish we had more. We've got another hour to go. So well done if you got it. And well, congratulations, really. You've saved just under £1,100 if you've gone for the tourbillon. OK, let's go to another design, though. This is another one, the World Timer Mechanical Quartz Blue Watch, which we've also got on the show. Now, this is normally a very, very big seller. We've had this on numerous times. If you look on their own website, Swan and Edgar's own website, you'll see it for £230, OK? Just remember that price, because when you see their website, you're bound to want to buy it through us. Not only because you get a free gift, you get a credit card holder, which is worth £45. You're going to get an incredibly good saving. Are you ready for the price? There it is. That is magnificent. Now, the clock is on your screen. This is another show special. So the tourbillon, that's a show special. This watch here is also a show special. So shortly after 3 a.m, the prices will be shooting back up. Don't pay £230. That's a good price anyway. People buy them for that value. It's good value. But this is extraordinary. It's £149.99 to get yours now. So £297,032. That's 3 payments of £51.65. What's some of the highlights for you, David, when it comes to this particular watch?
Well, when we talk about the World Timer, the thing we haven't done in the last 2 hours, actually, is to talk about the essential feature of the World Timer.
Yes.
Which is the ability to actually tell the time across 24 cities of the world.
And they're around the circumference there.
Around the circumference of the watch.
Wow.
So we actually, I don't know if we can show that, but it is a phenomenal attribute. That's why it's called a World Timer. But the Swan and Edgar World Timers, they have got a sapphire glass finish to them. So that, we talked about sapphire glass before. It's used in the tourbillon as well. So now we're going to have a look and see how the World Timer actually functions. So in the back of the room, we have someone who's been waiting patiently to show you by turning the sub-crown to London to 1 o'clock right now. You can see that the time in Paris is 2 o'clock, and you can see the time in New York is 2000 hours. And then you can actually adjust the watch again and move London to, in a minute, to 2 o'clock. If you move it to 2 o'clock, and thank you, it's just getting my instructions now, you can see that Sydney is at 12 o'clock. And around the other side, you can see that the time in Honolulu is at another time. So all of those things together make the World Timer something that is a great conversation point. It's something to really treasure and own. But everything about the watch is also first-class material. So we talk about sapphire glass, superluminova, and stainless steel on all of the faces of the watch.
All on that. And do you know what? It's an opportunity not to be missed. We know good family when we see them. Honestly, if you ask people, if you get this home, you've got it on your wrist, people are bound to ask you about it. I bet they'll say, I don't know, maybe even £300, £400, maybe even £500, £600 you'd expect on a watch like this. Maybe even more with the Swan and Edgar. And the name just sounds so beautiful too, doesn't it? £149.99. Folks, that is a lot of watch for your money there. And you've got that weight of it that gives confidence. Not overly heavy, it's the weight I would want from a watch like this. It is a show special. What that means is, we have show specials most nights. What that means is, though, the price goes up after the live show. So David and I, we're live here. We're broadcasting from Manchester City Centre. We're here for another 58, 59 minutes. When that clock goes zero, or in other words, at 3 a.m, the price will be going back up or shortly afterwards. So I would not hang around. We have got, when it comes to the world timer, we have got various different colour options. They're beautiful. So we've seen the orange one. We've got the blue, the grey. We haven't seen the grey much, actually.
This is Nebula Grey.
Oh, it's the galactic.
And this was, again, within the collection of the world timer, the one that's got most of the nod to this space programme and the fact that we are going back into space now, as you know, we're going to go around the moon and we're going to go to Mars as well.
That's right.
So
yeah.
This is meant to be the nebulas of the sky. It's a diamond etched indices, and then you've got a different rendition around the three subdials. So you've got the Earth, you've got Mars, and then you have Venus. It's unusual to actually get there. So this is a different part of the collection, and it's a very, very interesting that they didn't make that many of this particular design. So if you like something that's got an interesting talking point to it, then this is a good choice. Now, again, you have the Seiko quartz movement, so you've got that accuracy we talked about.
And Seiko, if someone's not into watches, even people from that standpoint will know of Seiko. They're bound to. Lots of people will. They're that big.
If you think about cars,
yeah,
then you know there are many different designs of cars that use the same engine, for example. There are many different designs of watch that use the same engine.
Really?
And this engine is this Seiko hybrid movement. So brand names you will know and roll off your tongue every day. Maybe even names that might have even some sort of European patina to them. They'll be using the Seiko Industries movement inside their watches.
Gotcha, okay.
Because they're the powerhouse of accuracy, of reliability. That's why there's a 5-year warranty on these quartz watches as well. Many quartz watches, you won't get a 5-year warranty on them.
No, you won't. So this is
5-year
warranty.
Because of the fact that Swan and Edgar are behind it. And this is 51 millimetres in terms of the case size. So it is it's a watch that actually makes a big statement on your wrist. And if you are blessed with a large wrist size, like a 9-inch wrist, for example, this is going to fit you because it's a 230 millimetres when it comes to you, and then it can be sized down as well.
Right.
And on the back of the watch, there is a deeply etched remembrance of the moon landing. As well. So
shall I turn it around? Shall I turn it around? Here we go. Right. That is incredible.
So,
I mean, that just adds to the story, doesn't it? Really pretty. So that's etched in. It's engraved in. It's lovely. And do you know what, the weight of the watch is beautiful. It is so beautifully balanced. And do you know what? There are watches that I think are slightly too chunky or not enough too slim. That, for me, is a perfect happy medium, I would say.
I mentioned before, when I went into my local pub, there was Chris, the landlord, quite amazingly wearing a Swan and Edgar world timer on his wrist.
Really?
And I said, where do you... He said it's the best watch I've ever
I wonder
owned.
how much he paid for it, actually. I'd be interested to know. Actually, probably best not saying.
I think he paid a lot more. He didn't even know that it was going to be, something that was actually shown on television.
Really? Wow.
So he must have gone to the... I think he must have gone to the website and bought it.
And he loves the watch. He's
he
pleased
loves
with
it. It's his favourite watch.
I mean, well, he was wearing it unprompted, so I mean, that says a lot.
I didn't get a free pint, though.
Oh, really?
Great shame.
Surely a packet of crisps and a pint. Do you know, it is beautiful. And do you know what, actually, on that note, you might wear this on a daily basis when you're going to work, going to the cinema, or just wearing... Oh, wait, you're not going to do your gardening, in it? But this is something that you can wear, I think, on a daily basis for a watch that you're going to get for £149.99. It's beautiful. Or look, or you might save this for those special occasions. Again, that's a completely personal choice. You do you. What outfit are you going to be wearing this with? Is it a jacket? Maybe got clothes for Christmas. Maybe you just know, what are you picturing now? Which colour, actually, are you going to be going for? So that's the grey. We've got the blue. That's like looking up at the night sky. You know what, for me, it's between the blue, but then
so
actually...
So the blue was the original.
Was it?
So,
yeah.
So that blue was the first design that came out of the design team. And then if you just turn it around again so you can see the deployment class, that's a really lovely deployment class. If you can actually, if you just press the two buttons on the side of it, it will come out, you get a butterfly finish to it. Oh. But it's just really lovely engineering to it.
On a £150 watch.
I know.
It's really good.
But it's not, is it? It's a
no.
It's a £230 watch.
Yeah.
This is the show special, isn't it?
This is the show special.
So it's only for tonight?
Yeah, it's only for this live show. We can't do it all the time for this price. So if, let's say, I'll sleep on it and you get it tomorrow morning when you wake up, you'll be paying the full price, if it's in stock, for that matter. But the important thing is, for another 53.5 minutes, you're going to get it at the lowest price ever. Saving a lot, or saving, what, £70 there, aren't we? I mean, I must have blown away by this. So there's the blue, and there's the orange, by the way, too. So which one takes your fancy? I do love the blue. We're going to come back to this shortly, but we've got an update for you. Right. The Duke. This is also, all right, I was going to say very popular, because it has been popular pretty much since the start. This is now limited stock. Limited stock.
So what does limited stock mean?
We're down to the last few, down to the last 10% or so usually. Oh, no, actually, we've got one left. Oh, my word, that's very, very limited stock.
That's very limited. Yeah.
That's ridiculously limited stock. It's literally the next person to check out. Wow. This is probably going to be the last time we get to see this in this live show, because, again, we've got one left. So if you're tempted by it, add it to your basket and check out. You're saving £240. Going forward, because look, if we have this back, if we can get more in, the usual price, because it is brand new, first time we've ever seen this, going forward, you will expect to pay £399.99, best part of £400. Now save £240. Brilliant. Right, 893-703. There's going to be a lot of people having gorgeous, gorgeous, luxurious timepieces. You haven't got to spend thousands and thousands and thousands. These are television prices, good brands, cutting out the middleman. Incredible buying power, because we're live here on ITV1. That's how we can get these brilliant, brilliant show prices for you. By the way, going back to that world timer, this is the one with 3 options. Or, do you know what? Which is the most popular, do we reckon?
It's got to be the blue, I should think.
What do you think is the most popular? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued, though.
Mind you, we had a show where the orange was the top performer. Yeah. Actually, I think it's sold out.
Is it? We'll find out. We're catching up with our system. Honestly. Blue is the most popular, is it? I was lucky, wasn't it? The grey is the second most popular, but then the orange is shortly behind that. But do you know what? Which one sings to you? As soon as you see the one you want, you know, don't you? The penny drops. And quite often you think, I'll have a think about it, but it's kind of the first thing that pops into your head. You know as soon as you see it, don't you? Saving £70 if you're going to get this one today. So 297032. This is currently one of the biggest watches in demand at the moment. But biggest, I mean popularity. Lowest ever price. We've got less than an hour to go to get this deal home. There's almost 2 million baskets. It's heading to the situation where more people are trying to buy this than available stock. People are going to be missing out. Apologies in advance. It's always the case. We try and get as many as we can, David, don't we?
I don't know whether you can see, but the actual dial of that watch has been really perfectly executed. The way that watch is finished off, because there are flecks of silver inside the watch. You can probably see that. Look at that. So you can see, if you just turn it slightly, you'll see actually flecks catch the light. It's like the starry night sky. Diamond etched indices, sapphire glass, the hardest material other than diamond for a watch face at this price point, with Swiss superluminova on the battens, which means you can actually tell the time at night. 24 cities around the world, the Earth, Mars and the Moon personified on the front of that watch. The sweep of the second hand, which actually shows you it's a mechanical quartz timepiece, and it just presents really beautifully. And it comes in a gorgeous presentation box.
It really does. The blue, honestly, it's magical. It dances with sparkle on the back. That blue, beautiful. Should talk about the actual box it arrives in, because look, I think it's important, because if you are giving it to gift for people, first impressions are always excellent.
Totally agree.
With Swan and Edgar, they really, really are. So, do you know what? And first, you can see it's slightly embossed on the top there. It's padded. I mean, as soon as people unwrap that, I would get some really premium wrapping paper for this. It deserves to be wrapped up like that.
It comes in an outer box, of course.
An outer box as well. And there we go. That is what we're talking about. It is gorgeous. And even like a little... that piece down there, like representing beautiful, like an oak wood. It's almost representing walnut, the old mahogany, is it there? It's really, really nice, and that's how it's presented. This is the sort of present that you're going to be looking forward to giving someone, or a present for yourself. If you've been wearing the same old watch for years and years and years, or you might be starting collecting watches, why not? Is this going to be your daily watch, the one for work, the one for evenings, your weekend watch? Your Tuesday watch? Oh, who knows? But look, you're going to save...
But it is a daily watch.
I'd say a daily watch,
most of the people who buy these do wear them, you know, quite often. They are going to last a long time. They have got that 5-year warranty to them. It is a steel strap, which means it's going to take a lot of knocks and scratches.
Right.
So I think it's a workhorse watch. It's what they call in the trade, they call it a tool watch.
A tool watch?
A tool watch. I don't know why, really, but it means
this could be your tool watch.
It is something that you wear every day.
Well, there we go.
And you're going to love.
You're going to absolutely love it. So many of you are checking out. We have had one of the busiest watch shows I've had the pleasure of being a part of. Genuinely, folks, thank you so much for everyone who's buying your watches. Generally, you're getting such good prices. The World Timer, which colour are you going for? Whichever one, you're saving £70. Now, if you get confused with any item numbers, or which one was that again, or how much was that one, I completely understand. We've got lots of live deals. When you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, you can do this on your phone, on your laptop, whichever's easiest for you. If you just click that button there, live on air, that's what you see. Scroll down and boom, there they all are. We got prices. Is it sold out now completely? Someone got the blue one. Well done. All of the tourbillons have sold out. My word.
That's phenomenal.
That's phenomenal, isn't it? Yeah. David, seriously, we know how much stock we've had there. To get through all of those watches really is saying something. You've got bargains. You've owned a tourbillon watch for, what, just under £900. It's almost unheard of for that particular model. Let's go back to this, though. We were looking at the World Timer. When you want to select your colour, you can see the options there, drop-down menu. Would you like the blue, the grey or the orange? Select your colour. You can see pictures, of course, too. Scroll through those, make sure you're happy, add to your basket, and then go to checkout. Now, when you check out, you can check out securely, of course. You can save your personal details, or if you don't want to do any of that, just check out as a guest. There it is at the bottom there. Continue as guest, and you'll have this literally in a few days' time. So, I know this time next weekend, have you got plans? This could be on your wrist. And they say watches is an extension of someone's personality. It really, really can be. I feel lost if I don't forget my watch. If I leave it at home, especially going to work, it's like a lucky watch. I think, it just feels different. It feels like something's missing. Do you know what I mean? But if you get that watch that just complements your particular style, it can do wonders for people's confidence. And if you feel confident, you can absolutely lighten up a room. And again, or you might just like the look of it. Maybe you are a watch enthusiast. Whichever angle you're coming from, it makes no difference. You're getting good deals, and you're going to have something that you're bound to absolutely fall in love with. But whose birthdays have you got coming up? Is an anniversary coming up? Has someone looked after you recently? Has someone done something that you're so grateful for that you want to give them the ultimate thank you present? With watches, with luxury timepieces like this, they are not going to forget this gift. And when it's something special like the Tourbillon watches, you're bound to pass them down. Right, OK, what should we look at next? Right, Samuel Joseph. Now, this is another brand that people are so fond of. They've got such a loyal following now. But
it's also something quite new to Shopontv. I don't think we've shown it for that long.
We haven't, no. Only our second show,
it's also the youthful brand, because it's less than 40 years old, set in London as well, originally cut their teeth in designs for many of the Premier League football, special editions for the Premier League football clubs. Yeah. I'm not sure if they were even Premier Leagues 40 years ago. It's probably just League Division 1 or something
Right,
like
yeah,
that.
okay.
But now, I mean, if you look at this, you'll say, well, there's a lot of really familiar design elements about this. This is a 210-part, 20-jewel movement. It's in that really deep aquamarine blue, and with the fact 45 world time.
Sorry, sorry to cut you off there. Just I don't want people.
Do say.
I don't want people shopping around for it and it's sold out because that's a waste of your time. The world timer watch we've just been showcasing that has sold out. Oh, sorry, limited stock. Limited stock. If you're quick, you may get one of the last ones. It's about to sell out. Put it this way: we've got 3 colours available. We're now down to single figures for all of them. For all of those 3 options. Well done, you. Forget, I'm not being patronised, but seriously, you're just getting a brilliant, brilliant deal. I don't think I'd see these prices. We're going to get it on the You May Like for you, but again, if you go to the website, shopontv.co.uk, you'll see all the watches there. Or if you prefer to speak to someone on the phone, dial the number, give our call centre a ring, and you'll be speaking to someone live, OK? Right, if everyone checks out... We're now over allocated. It's getting ridiculous. We're now over allocated. If everyone checks out, I can actually tell you that 4 people are going to be missing out. Don't let that be you. Add it to your basket, check out or click buy now, and you'll have this literally in a few days. To get limited edition watches is exciting anyway, but when you know in the back of your head you've got a bargain, well, who doesn't want to save money? It's a nice feeling, isn't it? Speaking of limited edition, sorry, David, we were saying about this.
So we were just introducing Samuel Joseph, which was the new boy on the block. And this particular watch is a 45.5mm case size. So if you like a larger case size, then think about this. This is in the black. It's got an open exhibition to it, 210 parts and 20 jewels, and of course the day, the date, and the month on it as well. Finished in rose gold with that kind of like stirrup straps to it on the side. First layer leather and an exhibition back on the back. So it's a little bit chunkier than the complexity. It's a little bit more kind of edgy. But I think it's a lovely design in its own right. And the rose gold really makes it lovely and warm as well.
And do you know when you just fall in love with a watch, and this is... I like all of them. I'm not just being polite. I do. I really, really do. But do you know what? I like different colours on different designs, actually. But with this particular timepiece, I like this one. I think I like the rose and the black. And I don't think rose gold... Some rose golds can be very, very blush, very pinky. This is just a slight tint. It just adds a little bit of warmth to the gold, I would say.
And whilst you're holding it in that position, Charlie, I just want to point out that you've got those recessed pushers on the side, which you see on some very expensive timepieces. And that is a lovely idea if you don't like anything, if you like, sticking out on the side of the watch.
Bit subtle.
A bit more subtle, yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, yeah, because you would associate that with very high-end watches.
You would, yeah.
You really would. And it's so pretty. And actually, can I turn it around? Because even that on the back... You're getting a £249.99 watch for £139.99.
And this is an automatic watch, so no batteries, and that means that it will charge up when you wear it through kinetic energy, invented by John Harwood in Bolton 101 years ago. And he actually won his patent dispute against a Swiss who also claimed to have invented the same thing. But John Harwood is the man who invented the automatic watch we use today.
I'm looking at this and I'm just being told this is also absolutely flying out. You're loving it. Just recap the colours for you. Would you like the rose gold and the black, the colour rose gold, of course, or are you going to go for the rose and the blue? They are gorgeous. Which is for you? Whichever one you choose, you're going to save £70. Now, if that's without your budget, £139.99, that is. If that's out your budget, you can go for PayPal, pay in 3 pence of £48.31. We even include your postage and divide that across the 3 instalments. So literally all it is today on the nose, £48.31. And we're going to have this literally in a few days, David, then?
Absolutely.
So this time next week, or before then?
I think all the orders go in tomorrow and then they get shipped out and... Of course, you know, we're then at the mercy of the delivery services.
Absolutely right. And do you know what? What you're going to be doing this time next week, you could have your own brand new watch. If you've got a birthday this time next week, then get ready for that. But if you are thinking Mother's Day, lots of these watches, again, it's completely personal choice, but lots of people consider them to be unisex, so for girls, for guys, ladies and gents, different age groups, I think, actually, is going to be absolutely ideal too. So we're catering for all styles, different budgets, so I think lots of people now I've got affordable opportunities to get luxurious timepieces. That's what we've got. Sorry, what warranty do we get with this?
2-year warranty with the
2-year, fantastic.
Yeah.
It's impressive, isn't it? The watch just feels so supple and conditioned and nourished. It is absolutely gorgeous. I hope you get this home. I hope you get that saving. But again, I know I keep saying the website, but if people have never shopped this before, it's shopontv.co.uk. If you go to the website, click this button. So the second you land on our page, that's on our website, that's what you see. Click that button, they're live on air. Scroll down and you're going to see all the watches. All of them obviously have got their photographs. Quite a lot of them have different colour combinations. So make sure you check the photos and add it into your basket and get them checked out. But look, it's important for us to know that you're happy. Whichever watch you're thinking of, if you have got a question, then whilst we've got David here, our resident horologist, we can answer questions for you, OK? So please do get in touch. Don't be shy. It's studio@shopontv.co.uk. So just email us in like we'd normally, and our team backstage will get the email, can feed it down to us. Right, OK, right.
Now, this is the most affordable automatic watch on the show this evening.
Right.
And we've waited until 2:20.
We've waited.
To see this.
Right. Do you know what? Ordinarily, at this time, we have another surge, but it's another busy time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, between 2 and half, 2, it's funny. Yeah. Maybe people are making their mind up. It sounds like a lot of people, maybe they're night workers, maybe they're up getting ready for work. Whatever the case is, that is also the situation now. We just had a lot of people jump onto the website. But where do we start with this one, then, David?
Well, we start with the fact that, as we said, Samuel Joseph, you know, the new kid on the block, again, limited edition watches, but with this watch, it's an automatic watch, 210 parts and 20 jewels, and it's in an IP finish in a silver. And the reason it's £10 less than the rose gold version is because the rose gold version is far harder to actually finish that watch off to the level of standard you'd expect.
Yeah.
So this is in IP silver. It's got the same movements, 210 parts and 20 jewels. And for an automatic watch, remember, no batteries, OK? This watch is going to be ticking away because it's got jewels in it, so it's going to really last really well. It's got an open heart, which is a classical design element. It's got that sunburst.
Is that what they call it, open heart?
An open heart with a Cornwall bridge. And you can see the beating of that watch, beating at around about 6 beats a second. And then across the side of it, you've got the nautical theme of Samuel and Joseph. So you have the anchor and the rope, ho, 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 or a bottle of rum or whatever. And you've got the lovely nod to the Roman numerals at the top of the watch. And then,
classy.
as I say, you've got those stirrup lugs to the watch. So really quite lovely design. And with this, we've got 4 different colour options.
We have, haven't we?
So there's a colour for everyone.
And they all have a completely different visual appearance. And the only difference is the colour, of course. But wow, sometimes a colour can just give a completely different look and feel, can't it? They are stunners. Absolute stunners. £129.99 to have an open heart. They have that quality strap, the engineering, the craftsmanship of Samuel Joseph. For that price is just brilliant. What a watch to get for that deal. OK, so let's have a look at the other colours, shall we, here? Right, so we've got the blue. Very nice indeed. Do you have a favourite one here, David?
Well, again, black and white will be the most popular colours as far as the industry is concerned.
Yeah, the normal.
Followed by blue, and then, of course, the one that is going to be the rarest is the brown.
It's the brown.
But then when you look at the way that people are designing things, then brown has its own audience.
Yes, quite a classic retro look.
People look for brown because not many people have a brown watch, so that becomes interesting in its own right. So I'm not going to pick favourites. You know I won't.
No, I know. It's a cruel question.
You can ask me, but this is a cobalt blue. I love that. And, of course, at $129.99, you can get two watches if you like.
Well, I was just
or if
gonna
you've got a friend, a special friend, you can get one of each colour and you can swap between the two of you.
Well, you're saving £110, so it's not far off. No, we're heading towards the half-price kind of territory here, really. I know it's like £20 in it, but really, if you think of it that way, you're saving a lot of money. Put your saving towards a second one. Which two would you buy? I mean, people do multi-buy. They multiply. I mean, if you've got twins, if you've got two sons, a daughter, who knows? You can get their own individual Samuel Joseph watches. Just briefly, by the way, that world timer, that watch, the world timer watch, the blue has sold out. So you were very, very quick. It's gone. Absolutely gone. We have got the grey and we have got the orange at the moment, but we are down to single figures. Right, we've got 3 left of the grey. Not 300, 3,000. 3. So it's on the You May Like on the bottom of your screen. If you've never shopped this before, give a call centre a ring. You'll speak to somebody live when you dial. Or if you can go to the website, you'll find it's now the quickest way to order. Shopontv.co.uk. You can order on your phone if you want. So that's that's the world timer, my word. Shall we have a look at the red?
Yes, and we don't want to disappoint the folks by saying this is actually the way it's presented as well. The Samuel Joseph.
Oh, so you get the whole experience.
You get the whole experience as well. There's obviously nothing in there right now.
Yes.
But I think you can see that even Samuel Joseph comes in a beautiful presentation.
It is. And I would totally wear this daily. Even just like a pair of jeans, that would be great. A denim jacket, something just classy. It's really good. A denim shirt would be brilliant with this. Why not? Why not? I mean, do you know what? I actually quite like the tan colour with a blue suit. Actually, I've always liked that combination. It is just classy and elegant. It's funny, you know what? It makes you think of different family members. I think of different friends when I'm looking at different watches. If I was to buy these for presents, you associate the colours, style, trend with certain individuals, don't you? Do you know what? Let's just show you the actual box a bit more closely. So this is how they arrive, then, David. We got the Samuel Joseph branding on the top,
yes.
Padded, very nice. And
no, so many watches are presented poorly, and I think Samuel Joseph have done really well on this particular design, especially at this price point.
At this price point.
Yeah.
But this would be busy. People would be buying this at £239.99. But now it's lowered at the moment to £129.99. Save that money. 3 payments of £44.98 on PayPal. So you pay that one today, and that's it. Just that one payment today, your first payment of 3. So 184302. And you just choose whichever colour you like. I do, the mock is beautiful, the grey, I think the grey is my favourite. I do absolutely love it. And it's just a slightly off-white kind of colour, I think.
It's an ivory finish to
Ivory finish,
They put in some real work on the dial to make the dial like a sunburst dial. And inside the watch, you do have those 210 parts and 20 jewels working in perfect harmony. And that is an automatic watch, so no batteries will ever be required to make the watch tick.
I mean, honestly, it still boggles my mind, that does. I mean, and it's just the most incredible engineering. It just keeps going, doesn't it, for a long, long time. Really impressed. And to have an open heart watch there where you can visibly see the beating heart of the watch. People love it. Talk about talking points. That is going to be the case right there and then. £44.98 today, so 184302. Don't forget, we've only got a little over half an hour on this live show. It is starting to become make your mind up time. I hate to put the pressure on, but we don't know when we're going to be back with David. Hopefully soon, but we can't promise when. What stock we're going to get, we don't know. Lots of these are limited editions, don't forget. So if you've got your eye on one or two of them, whether it's for yourself or a family member or a friend, as a thank you present, as a birthday, as an anniversary, it is starting to come make your mind up time. We've only got about half an hour left on the show. Go to the website, again, shopontv.co.uk, click live on air, scroll all the way down, and you'll see, well, the watches that we've got left, to be honest, they range various different prices. We've got women's watches, of course. We're going to have a look at those in a bit more detail too. The Tourbillon, by the way, let's have a look at this. That looks to me, because that did sell out, it looks like one, for whatever reason, has bounced back. Guys, if you're in the market for a Tourbillon watch, people spend thousands on Tourbillon watches. This is the Swan and Edgar. Normally, it's the best part of £2,000, £199.99. But now, it's, well, just under £900. That is a bargain. That very watch, the Tourbillon watch, if you went on Swan and Edgar's very own website, Edgar's watch, sorry, Edgar's watch, Swan and Edgar's website, £2,000. And you can see that right now. Swan and Edgar, their own website, £2,000. Don't buy it from there. Get it through us because you're saving, well, just under £1,100. Right. OK, don't forget, if you're ordering anything from Swan and Edgar, you're going to get that credit card holder, the leather style credit card holder for £45. That's what it's worth, but it's free when you order a watch. If you're going to be ordering a Gamages of London watch, that's when you get that pen. And if you look on the website for Gamages, that pen's worth £90, but it just arrives with your order. Another reason to buy through us. Get that free gift and get the saving. OK, let's go on to something we haven't actually looked at properly live yet. It's something that people have been checking out on the basket as we've been talking. We're talking about Mother's Day, I think, as well. Round the corner, about 3 weeks to go, David, isn't it now?
And you know what? Gamages actually were in the day much more famous for ladies' watches. But for some reason, we always, you know, hold back on the ladies' watches until the wee hours. But they're lovely watches, and they're all powered by a Swiss quartz movement, which is unusual. And they all have a tiny diamond at 12 o'clock.
Oh, it's
and
so
they're
elegant.
all in limited numbers, but they're not so small. They're 35 millimetres, so 32 by 35 or something like that. So you can actually tell the time with these watches as well.
Right.
I'm being flippant because, of course, ladies' watches, you know, in their day were far too small to actually tell the time unless you've got, you know,
well, they were really that
magnifying
small,
glasses.
Really?
They're amazingly small. But this is very contemporary. This kind of like fuchsia finish to it, this teal finish.
I love that teal. Reminds me of other brands, actually.
And the burnished circular graining inside the watch, again, I'm using a technical term, that catches the light so beautifully, and mineral glass as well. And it will come in the regular Gamages box.
Yeah.
Now, at this price point, under £100, the tradition is to arrive in a pouch of some description.
You would assume that, wouldn't you?
You would, but it comes in a proper box. And, not apart from the little tiny diamond you're getting, you're also getting the complimentary pen, which, what did we say the price?
It's worth £90.
£90.
That's a his and hers gift, perhaps. So that could be 2 birthday presents or just one incredible one. Now, normally, this watch, I mean, the teal for me is just so, it's so timeless, it is. £249.99, but now you're saving, and get this, £150. Mother's Day in, 3 weeks' time? 3 weeks tomorrow, Mother's Day, £99.99. I would run for this one. 3 payments of £34.98. Can I show you the watch you're going to be getting for free? It's all included. It's all bundled together. So this is why lots of people buy it through us. Oh, sorry, did I say watch? I meant pen. Forgive me. So when you buy anything from Gamages, you get the pen. And we looked on Gamages' own website a few hours ago, and this is £90, and it's weighty. It's got the most beautiful, beautiful balance. It just nestles and fits effortlessly in my hand. It is beautiful. It arrives in the box. You haven't got to search for it, add it manually into your basket. This will just, by default, arrive with your order with any Gamages of London watch. Even on a watch at this price, to get that watch, to get the pen is impressive, David, I think.
Yes. And also to get mineral glass, scratch-resistant mineral glass at that price point is unusual as well.
It's really unusual.
So it's really great, the pricing on this.
It is. That was the teal we just saw. We have got 2 different options, isn't it, with this one? This is the external diamond watch with the leather strap. So, yeah, teal, or this one, obviously, the white colour there. Oh, do you know what? That is, you can't beat, just white against gold. It's just so crisp.
And the dial has got quite a lot of interesting finishing inside the watch as well. Apart from you've got the small diamond to it, you've also got a finish to it, which is again, it's called burnished circular graining, and it allows the light to bounce out. It's really quite elegant.
Yeah, it is. And it's just enough, isn't it? And, you know, as soon as someone opens the box, and this arrives in a box then.
It arrives in a box, yeah.
With that pen. People are going to think you spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds on this. Normally it is £250, best part of, but it's £99.99. Whilst we got this in stock, whilst you're saving a lot more than what you're spending, whilst it's on PayPal, start checking out your baskets. You're going to have this in a few days. if it's your daughter's birthday, 18th, 21st, if it's just to say thank you, maybe done well in exams, doing well at school at the moment, they've achieved something, what a lovely, lovely watch to remember such an occasion. So 835-781. And you attach memories, I think, to pieces like this. You really do. But you think about your birthdays, you think about the person that gave it to you, and you can end up passing this down. Who knows? That is beautiful. The size just feels right. It's gorgeous. So that's the ladies' watch, of course. We've got another item number for a different ladies' watch now we've got here.
It's the same format, but a different dial.
Different dial.
And here we've got this beautiful fuchsia pink, which I think really does look great. Let's hope that we get a bit of sunshine soon.
Yeah. Oh.
Because this will look great when the sun actually shines.
I think it's been constant rain since the dawn of time, it feels like, but hopefully soon. Very nice.
Yeah. And that's got a kind of like a marble finish inside the watch, an oval shape, which is unusual because 99% of all watches are round, rather boring. First layer leathers with this watch as well.
Yeah, that
and
oval's
it's, pick the colour you like, but I think the pink, that's kind of like a slightly darker pink, should really go well with many, many outfits.
I think it's just...
But I'm no expert.
It's bold, well, it's bold, it's confident, it's beautiful, beautiful. Don't forget, you have got the other option in there. So if you go to the website, you'll see all the options available. We've got two for this one. So there we go. This is we're calling this one simply the white, I believe, aren't we? On that, yeah, simply the white. Just to keep it easier. So pink or white. So once again, £249.99, reduced at the moment to £99.99. Who's this going to be for? Which one will your mother love come Mother's Day in 3 weeks' time? Or your auntie, your grandmother, your friend, your neighbour, your sister? Who knows? 237-330 is the answer number. We've had one of the busiest shows I've been a part of when it comes to Gamages of London, Swan and Edgar, and Samuel Joseph, of course. Three incredible brands with such amazing history. And, you know, when you get a loyal fan base like they do, you know they're doing something right. Well, if you have just joined us, we got watches for so many different styles, so many different variations, so many different price points too. And you can see all of them on the website. You can email us in if you've got any questions. We've got literally about 20 minutes left on the show. It's flown by. Absolutely flown by. The Tourbillon watch, by the way, one did bounce back. If you were disappointed with my news when I said sold out, well, if you're quick, you may be able to get one. The red one bounced back. So if you were disappointed when I said the red one sold out, if you're quick, I mean, now lots of people are going to jump on it, but if you're quick, it may be you who's lucky enough to get that home and save just under £1,100. Well, it's not often I say that. I can't remember last time I said that, actually, on live TV. So there we go. We are live here on ITV1, on STV. You might be watching us on YouTube, our dedicated Freeview channel, of course. But we're here every single day. We've got drones tomorrow night. We've got Mulberry silk bedding, duvets, pillows, and all sorts the day after tomorrow. But this is all about a celebration of, well, pieces of art when it comes to visual appearance, when it comes to craftsmanship from horological point of views. Let's go back now to the world timer. The blue, this one here, sold out. Well done if you got that one. You've checked out your baskets. The blue has sold out. The grey, by the way, so that one's, just so you're not confused, that one's sold out. The grey, limited stock. We've literally got about 2 left, David, here. Wow. For those who have just joined us then, or maybe on the fence, why would you say get this? How does this make people feel?
Well, I would get the orange because that's what I've got. That's the one I'm wearing. But no, why get this watch? Because if you're looking for a watch you're going to wear every day that's resilient and it's going to have accuracy to it, you're going to have a watch that's got less than a second a day in terms of its error tracking rate, according to Seiko themselves. If you want a watch that's actually going to stand proudly on your wrist because it's a statement piece at 51 millimeters. If you want a watch that's actually got sapphire glass on the front, which is really scratch resistant, the only thing that can scratch that is diamond.
Wow.
And you want the best materials around the stainless steel of the strap itself. You've got a large or small wrist size, it's going to fit you either way because it's a 230 millimeter in terms of the size that comes to you from the box. If you want a presentation, it's got a beautiful presentation to it as well. And the World Time has got this heritage and history of being able to reprise our adventures in space, our future in space, and tell the time in 24 cities around the world as well.
And you can see that round the circumference of the watch face, and we can show that how that happens actually. They're beautiful, and all of them work the same. Just choose which colour would you like. So what we're looking at here exactly then, David?
So we're looking here at being able to adjust the time zone according to the sub-crown there. So London's currently at 1 o'clock, and there you can see that in Rio it's 2200 hours, and then at the other side you can see the time in Sydney is 11 in the morning. So now if we move London to 2 o'clock, nearer to the time we are right now, you can now see that in the various countries of the world you've got different time zones as well. So that is a way of being able to tell the time across 24 cities of the world by virtue of where you are right now. And it's a great talking point. It's a great thing to own. And it's something which I think everyone needs in their collection, a world timer.
A world timer watch. Well, one colour has sold out. Like I said, the blue has gone. Do you think this colour is going to be the next one to sell out? It's going to be the next one to go. So if you want the grey, it's the most urgent. I think it's the most urgent watch now on this live show. So do check out your baskets. This might be the last time we get to see this evening or this morning. Of course, it's nearly 2:45. 18 minutes before the price expires. It'll be going back up to £230. If you're watching us on ITV+1, by the way, just check the stock levels on the website because we've had sellouts already, just to give you a heads up there. But if you're watching us live now on ITV1 or STV in Scotland, less than 20 minutes to go before the price goes back up to £230, which is still good, but you're saving, £80 there, aren't you? £80 saving, it's brilliant. By the way, if you were to go on Swan and Edgar's own website, you'll see the price there. I can't even see it from here. Yeah, 230. So their price matches our usual price. That's where we would have got it from. So that is the retail price, £230. So, and people buy it from them, and I don't know how many, but people do buy it directly from Swan and Edgar. But if people happen to be flicking onto ITV1 now, live, people are buying it for £149.99. We're not talking £5, £10, a few pounds here. We're talking about £80 saving, or thereabouts. So shall we look at the orange one? Because you're wearing that one now.
The orange is my favourite colour, if I'm going to be favourite, because firstly, I owned a Seiko watch many years ago, which I lost in the Caribbean when I was going sailing.
Oh, no.
And it was orange in colour, so I'll never forget that. Secondly, if I'm looking actually at where some of the A-listers are wearing watches, they're wearing quirky colours.
They are.
Orange
statement piece
is a real unusual colour, and you're not going to find other people wearing that orange. Even Chris the landlord didn't have one in orange. So, you know, if you want actually to stand out a bit, I think the orange looks... And it's got the Starry, Starry Night on it as well. It's got diamond-etched indices. It's got everything the other watches have got, but it's got a little bit of kind of... pizzazz.
Yes.
It kind of stands out beyond the other watches.
It has. It just tells its own story, doesn't it? I mean, talk about statement piece. The orange, it shows and screams confidence and then some. But, you know what? I would happily wear that daily. I really, really would. £149 and 99 pence. So look, if you do have any questions, we've got, not long to go. We've got, 60 minutes and 12 seconds to go to get this deal home. So 297032. It is beautiful. But look, the easy way to shop, like I said, is on the website. If you prefer to speak to somebody live, just give us a call. It's 0333 241 241. Do you know what? Shall we have a look at the one in the box? Shall I just bring that in?
Yes,
there?
why not?
It's beautiful. Can you talk us through the box, how it arrives?
So when let's do the full reveal, if we can. Can we get it to the position where we can do that?
Do you do the honours? Go on, David.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on. This is my moment to go look at that. You got me? So this is going to be the moment when you get this home, and it's going to come in an outer box, and then you're going to open it up, and you've got the full reveal, and you're going to say, my goodness, I am 21 today. I wish I was 21 today, and I've got a fantastic present for my parents, or I'm going to get married, and I'm going to have this for my best man, or maybe I'm going to give it to the maids of honour. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it's a great idea to receive this watch. And if you look at this, it comes with a 5-year warranty as well. The warranty registration card is there at the back of the box. Full instructions. And because this is a world timer, you'll be able to go on your honeymoon anywhere in the world and be able to tell the time by reference to where you are right now, be it Rio de Janeiro, Sydney, or even Paris.
In Paris, there you go. I adore that. David, it looks brilliant. And the way it arrives, the experience, the unboxing, when people unwrap it, this is what they're going to be greeted with. And do you know what? Since you've been talking, the orange has really grown on me this show. It really has. And you're right, you do see lots of celebrities supporting this kind of boldness. It says so much confidence, doesn't it? That lovely orange. It's like a burnt sienna orange. It's not an orangey orange, I don't think.
No, well, I wouldn't want to disparage burnt sienna, but I think this has got more fire to it.
More fire, maybe. Yeah, more
definitely.
fire.
I don't know whether
Pops more, doesn't it?
Toulouse-Lautrec would have used this particular colour, but maybe Van Gogh would use this colour because it has got that real element of kind of essence to it as well, especially if you look at the way that Mars is looking there at 3 o'clock.
It's lovely. Do you know, we've had an email with someone... Oh, someone's asking to see the back of this. Absolutely, we can do
yes,
here.
go on.
And it's actually really important, this, isn't it, the back of it?
The back is talking about the heritage of our entry to space. And, of course, in 1969, when I was at school, I sat in front of a black and white television set and saw Neil Armstrong. Oh, yeah, I remember all of that.
Really?
And here you go.
53
And that was
years?
53 years ago. Of course, I was only 2 at the time or whatever. But look at the depth of that stainless steel etching on there. And when you own a timepiece has to speak to you and it has to have stories behind it. And this particular timepiece has got so many stories behind it. Lots of it on Swan and Edgar's website. If you go onto the website, you can read the whole history about space ambassadors, about the way that we are going back into space, about hydrogen propulsion.
Absolutely.
And all of that
exciting stuff. There's a lot about that now,
stuff.
isn't there? There really is. 6th of March, apparently, they're saying, are they? 6th? Wow. My word, it's not long, is it? It's not long. I mean, talk about right time, right place. I mean, talk about the time to get this exact watch. I think it has to be now. It really is. It just seems, well, I think it's always relevant, but even more so now, I would personally say. We still got people waiting on the phone lines. Thanks for waiting there, guys. We are going to get to you. This is the first show this year that we've had David in the studio featuring Swan and Edgar, Samuel Joseph and Gamages of London watches. These are luxury timepieces, and hopefully we'll get David back in soon. We're not sure when. We don't know which watch, because it depends what we can get. Lots of these are limited edition. More of these have literally just gone. Orange is now heading for limited stock. Now, I know that sounds like a broken record, but it's my job to give you guys a heads up. I wouldn't want you calling or going on the website if something's sold out. But if you're quick, you may get one of the last remaining oranges. Or just to show you, the blue sold out. These are the 2 that's available. So the grey or the orange. Which is going to be your choice? Who are you going to be buying this for? If you were to buy this at any old ordinary every time on our website, if we do have it online, if we do have it in stock, you pay £230. And people, I'm sure, pay it for that. Now, during the show, this is a show special price. At the moment, it's £149.99. In less than 12 minutes, well, we'll be off air. We've literally got less than 12 minutes left on the show. Shortly afterwards, the price goes back up. Please don't spend more than you need to. Don't spend more than you need to. If you're quick, if you shop, if you check out your basket now, when you add it to your basket, it's not reserved. People can buy yours because we get through so much stock so quickly here on Shopontv. But if it's in your basket, it's not yours until you check out. Just bear that in mind. By the way, talking about our price, our usual price is actually really competitive, because if you were to go directly to Swan and Edgar's website, then their usual price, and you can buy it now. Is it even in stock? Yeah, it's in stock, but you'll be paying £230. Literally, I'm sure people buy this. Maybe, who knows? Maybe as I'm speaking, they don't know it's live on ITV1. £230 or £149.99 is brilliant. £149.99. That is excellent. There's so many watches, so many prices. Look, Every single one of them has got an incredible deal, put it that way. You can't miss out, whichever one finishes with you. What's also been incredibly popular during this live show is what we're going to be recapping for you now. This is called Complexity. I love the name.
So we're going back to the age of elegance, the age of sophistication and style.
Yeah.
You know, the idea of the Great Gatsby and all of those things.
Nice.
And the way
Opulence.
that watches were designed were ivory and gold. And everyone had a watch like that, would cost an absolute fortune. Well, Swan and Edgar brought this up to date with the day-night indicator and the Cornwall Bridge and the open heart. And inside that watch, you have a beautiful automatic movement, which is sweeping through majestically at 6 beats a second. You've got business quarters, you've got the day, the month, illustrated there on a 43mm case size, protected by sapphire glass. And I've said before that sapphire glass is the hardest material other than diamond that's used on watch surfaces, and sapphire glasses on watches are used at thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. They will be protected by sapphire glass, and that's what Swan and Edgar have put on the front of this watch.
Yeah. And of course, they are celebrated for that timeless British elegance. We love Swan and Edgar. Do you know, half the stock of the... Is it this particular one? The rose, that... Yeah, 50% of the stock's gone. Half of it's gone already on that. So well done if you've got this. Also a very popular design. We've also got this. This is the red. So would you like the rose or the red? Which is your favourite here? They're gorgeous. Let us know. In fact, you have to be quick. We've got less than 10 minutes to go on this live show. It's nearly 3 o'clock on this Saturday morning. Have a lovely weekend, by the way. And do you know what? Don't forget to confirm your orders. This might be one of the last times we get to see this. To have an open heart there, to actually visibly see the inner workings, the craftsmanship that's so often celebrated with Swan and Edgar, for that price on your screen, it's just really good.
And of course, automatic movements invented by a British gentleman called John Harwood 101 years ago. It's lovely to think that we are still remembering him today.
Yeah.
And an automatic movement, no batteries required. And again, in your collection, you're going to have automatic movements, you're going to have quartz movements, but the automatic is still the heritage movement of choice.
Of choice, it is. And you know, if you think that's impressive, we can't move on without showing you the back there. Really impressive.
So that's a stainless steel case back protected by a toughened mineral glass. And there you see the rotor arm. It's doing all the work. So those of you who don't know about automatic watches, that rotor arm spins as you wear the watch through kinetic energy. It tightens the mainspring. And what Harwood did, which no one else could do, was work out how to not over-tighten the mainspring. So there is a slipping mechanism. Those of you who've got mechanical bent, you would know.
Right.
There's a slipping clutch to it, which allows it to charge up to its maximum and then not over-tighten.
Wow, and honestly, it's just, honestly, I am in awe. It is so admirable, the detail that watchmakers, experts in the industry have to go into. I mean, honestly, I really admire it. By the way, we've still got people waiting on the phone lines. We're getting through you. We are getting through. We will get to you. Please stay there. Do not get anywhere. We will reach you, OK? They are speeding up slightly, but when we got deals like this and brands like this and timepieces that's so gorgeous, you know we're going to be very, very busy. So thanks so much for waiting. We do appreciate it. If you are able to go to the website, you will find that at the moment the quickest way to order. You can shop on your smartphones, your tablet, your laptop next to you. But don't forget, talk about prices. We're looking at the Complexity watch here. I just love saying it. I love looking at it. This normally would be on their website, £190. So our usual price, £249.99. Now, OK, I don't know what's going on their website. It sounds like maybe they got some special deal on at the moment. I'm not sure. Fair play to them. They've done well. They've done well. But now look at our price. It's beating their brilliant price. And what does that make ours? Well, it makes ours an opportunity not to miss. It's £149.99. Don't forget, it's on PayPal Pay in 3. So this watch here, £51.65 today. And the orders will be shipped out as soon as you get the orders, maybe Monday morning. So by the weekend, you're going to have the watch and you're bound to have it maybe on Saturday night, maybe Friday night, maybe Sunday, you're going to give it its first outing. But there's something so classic and elegant about this. I think this is one of the most timeless designs we've got on the show.
And also, because of the way right now that the camera's working, you can see the detail on that dial. And that is what you're paying for, and that's why it should be a lot more money than that. Because you've got a great deal of effort to produce a single dial, and any errors, it has to be rejected, you have to start again. And these are hand-assembled watches with 210 parts and 20 jewels in them. So the complexity is complexity for obvious reasons. There's so many design elements. There's a sweep through of the Roman numerals. There is the Fibonacci detail, that kind of concentric pineapple kind of look that you see in nature around the gouloche in the centre of the watch. Around the edge of the watch, there is mirroring that allows the light to bounce out. At the centre, you have the Cornwall dial with the cross-hatching and the blued screws, and then the open heart beating at 6 beats a second. Everything about this watch is speaking about our heritage as watch designers, and Swan and Edgar have got this off to a perfect tee in this watch. And remember, sapphire glass front, you don't get that on many watches at all, and certainly not at this price point.
And that makes it, what, suitable for daily wear, you'd say?
Very much so.
Yeah. Well, there we go. I've got to say, this is one of those opportunities, generally, folks, not to be missed. When you get this home, when you first put it on, first you're going to think, oh, I've saved £100 on this. I've saved £100. It's a lot of money you could put towards something else there. Maybe another watch, who knows? But look, there are going to be people buying this for the heritage of Swan and Edgar. There will be people buying this because they're watch enthusiasts, or maybe you don't know anything about watches, you just love that classic look. There's no right or wrong answer. Whatever it means to you, if you know you're going to love putting that on your wrist, waiting for those compliments, which you're bound to get off your family and friends, then go for it. Absolutely go for it. And I think with this actual colour, that's going to work with so many different colour outfits. I mean, look, I'm not the pinnacle of fashion. I'm not too much into that, I don't know. But what I do know enough to know that when it comes to colours like this, it's very forgiving with different outfits, with different colours. So 3 payments of £51.65. That one payment today. That's it. One payment today. Month's time, your second payment. Month after that, your third and final payment when you're choosing PayPal. You're still going to get that saving with PayPal. It's completely interest-free, of course, and those payments even include your postage. So literally, all it is today is £51.65. Now, quite often when people shop this, maybe for the first time, because there are some online retailers, some shops, where you add it to your basket and it's saved, it's stored there, it's reserved. That's not the case here. Because we get through so much stock so quickly, we're live here on ITV1, so you can imagine how many people we've got watching. When it's in your basket, it's not reserved. Someone else can grab yours. So it's not yours until you check out your baskets. You must buy it now, add your details, and then it is yours. So if it's for you, if it's affordable, if it's within your budget, and you feel like treating yourself, then why not? Go for it. There's 5 different types of watches which are actually overly allocating for. So there's 5 watches out there that we're currently presenting, David and I, that people are going to miss out on. Apologies in advance. Look, we always try and get much more, more the merrier, the more stock as possible. But lots of these are limited edition. We get as many as we can. We wish we had more of the tourbillons to go through. Well done if you got those. We really wish we had more of those because we had a lot of people miss out on that. But we got price points for so many different budgets. And you know what? People spend so much money on watches. And I actually think, Dad, if people get this home, it honestly looks like people spend £400, £500, maybe £600 on this, maybe even more, I would say. You never know.
Well, the design's a classic design, but I think what Swan and Edgar do is they add an extra twist to it. And the designers, London-based designer, it takes 6 months in designing an individual watch.
Yes.
So when you look at the complexity, and go on the social media, you'll see the complexity is busy, busy, busy.
Yeah.
Every day at £190.
Well,
and so if we have a special price, we should really embrace it.
We're really good. So, I mean, it feels like it's on offer on their own website, but ours is beating their current price. It's £149.99, so you're saving £40 and a penny if you get it through us. Right, and also don't forget, you are going to get this free credit card holder. That's worth £45. So when you buy it through us, anything from Swan and Edgar, you get that card holder. You might as well have it. It's another gift for someone, if anything else.
The most useful thing.
It's very useful. It's very practical. I don't carry change anymore. What a show, and it's always so fascinating, David.
It's been absolute. Thank you, Charlie.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much for hosting me.
Well, do you know what? We could talk for hours, but check out your baskets and enjoy your luxurious timepieces.